call it theatrics, call it a political strategy, but without Arvind Kejriwal, who's in Gujarat right now campaigning, Manish Sisodia and other close aides have got together managing the show of strength. This, remember, while there are serious graft charges that Manish Sisodia was paid about crores of rupees by two specifically traders and two close associates of Manish Sisodia, that money was paid by a businessman who's now under arrest, Sanjay Singh, and that because he was one of the few traders who was managing and had been a part of implementation of the liquor excise policy in Delhi. But Manish Sisodia says all of that is a lie. We are being targeted because we are fighting Gujarat elections. Here's what Manish Sisodia said.
आज इनकी तैयारी मुझको जेल में डालने की है। इन्होंने CBI भेज के मेरे घर पे रेड कराई, मेरे घर से कुछ नहीं निकला, आप सब जानते हैं। इन्होंने मेरे बैंक लॉकर तलाश लिए, बैंक लॉकर में से कुछ नहीं निकला, आप सब जानते हैं। इन्होंने मेरे गांव में जाके ढूंढा कि कहीं कोई जमीन खरीद रखी होगी, परिवार में कुछ खरीद रखा होगा, कुछ नहीं निकला, सब जानते हैं। इसलिए आज इनकी तैयारी है कि मुझे जेल में डाल दें। मैं इनकी जेल में डालने से नहीं डरता, इनकी CBI और ED से नहीं डरता। मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे, और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डरता। और पंजाब से प्रेरणा लेके आज गुजरात के एक-एक वोटर के मन में, गुजरात के बच्चे के मन में ये उम्मीद जगी है कि अगर दिल्ली के स्कूल अच्छे हो सकते हैं तो गुजरात के स्कूल भी अच्छे हो सकते हैं। गुजरात के एक-एक आदमी के मन में आंदोलन जगा है कि अगर दिल्ली और पंजाब के अस्पताल अच्छे हो सकते हैं तो गुजरात के सरकारी अस्पताल भी अच्छे हो सकते हैं। आज गुजरात में आप सबकी मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई, इतनी बड़ी संख्या में आप यहाँ पे आए हैं। आज गुजरात में लोग बहुत उम्मीद से आम आदमी पार्टी को देख रहे हैं।
This is Aam Aadmi Party today morning in central Delhi, giving you an understanding of what that location is. It's a stretch of about 5 kilometers. Takes about 10 minutes from where Manish Sisodia lives to reach the Rajghat, which is Mahatma Gandhi's memorial. It's been already more than half an hour. The show of strength that Aam Aadmi Party has pulled off with Manish Sisodia atop a vehicle wearing a yellow scarf, waving and flaunting his party card and show of strength is because there are allegations of graft charges against them, which they call a lie. The Central Bureau of Investigation has summoned Manish Sisodia at 11 a.m. But before he heads out for that summon, ensuring that his wife and mother-in-law put a tilak, give him a sweet, give him a scarf. He's then walked out with Atishi and Sanjay Singh, who are close friends and close aid of the Aam Aadmi Party's political circle, close to Manish Sisodia. Then atop a vehicle, that mega show of strength. This was scripted no less, but clearly to Aam Aadmi Party's advantage. Take a look at those visuals, an emotional moment of wife sending him off because their allegation and their belief is that he's going to be taken into arrest when he goes for that summon by the CBI. The CBI says this is a summon because there is a list of questioning that you have to answer. Did you or your people receive kickbacks of crores of rupees over the liquor excise policy, the 1 free for 1 alcohol that was implemented in November 2021 was withdrawn in a few weeks, but already has become a big scam. But it's not just about Manish Sisodia, remember. According to the Aam Aadmi Party, their minister Satyendra Jain has been taken into arrest. Kailash Gehlot, who's the transport minister, was facing charges. Other netas, Amanatullah Khan, facing arrest. All of that. And now, the bone of contention and news on Manish Sisodia. Amit Bhardwaj, as I go across to him. Amit, you know, I can hear behind you the patriotic nationalistic songs, and it takes me back to the India Against Corruption days that I'd also reported where Aam Aadmi Party, not then it was a movement, was playing throughout, and now when it won in Delhi, even then all these nationalistic patriotic songs have been the strength of Aam Aadmi Party. I again hear them, they're making it look like a defiant celebration of some sort.
Yes, Pooja, those are the nostalgic moments, so to say. Rang De Basanti has become the anthem for Aam Aadmi Party as they move towards the final stretch of Rajghat. And we are bringing you exclusive visuals on India Today from atop the vehicle. Manish Sisodia's Cavalcade is on the last stretch of Rajghat. And in fact, we have reached Rajghat. Manish Sisodia in a few moments those visuals will be coming in, where you will see Manish Sisodia sitting right in front of the Gandhi statue. And right here, Atishi is waving the national flag, Tiranga, constantly as this vehicle moves towards the Rajghat. Atishi, the question is, you have reached Rajghat. It looks like the nostalgic moments of India against corruption, but more so, it also looks like Gujarat election campaign right now.
See, it is very clear that this is a second fight of Indian independence. Manish Sisodia ji is being stopped. He is going to be arrested. Why? Because he was going to go in campaign in Gujarat. Today, Bharatiya Janata Party is scared of the fact that Aam Aadmi Party's popularity is growing in Gujarat, and that is the reason why Manish Sisodia is going to be arrested by the BJP today.
BJP is saying that you are facing graft charges, corruption charges. There's nothing to create such a scene drama out here in the national capital.
Bharatiya Janata Party has filed 180 cases against Aam Aadmi Party leaders, MLAs, ministers in the past 7 years. And despite that, have not been able to prove even 1 rupee of corruption, and neither will they ever be able to.
Okay. One final question before I let you go, because we understand that Rajghat is here. What is going to be the strategy? If you are assuming that Mr. Sisodia will be arrested today, what next?
See, today you can just see the number of people who are out on the road when they are planning to arrest Mr. Manish Sisodia. Bharatiya Janata Party should know that the people of Gujarat are watching. If they arrest Manish Sisodia and put him into jail, it is a certainty.
Aam Aadmi Party's Atishi saying you filed so many cases, you found nothing. Aam Aadmi Party is absolutely vocal, defiant. They're making it look like a celebration. They're calling it a fight for freedom. What is the BJP saying? I'm now joined on the phone line with BJP senior leader from Delhi, RP Singh. Sir, is the BJP worried? The BJP was attacking them over corruption charges. They managed to pull off the spectacle.
Well, Gujarat election is being used as a shield to protect a scamster. There are videos on record, there are things on record. That aside, there are hardcore questions of 174.36 crore which they need to answer. 144.36 crore fees, the excise policy fees which were returned back to the fence, and 30 crore rupees of the L1 earnest money. So all these are the hard questions. And if the policy was so good, why did they took back the policy after the CBI raid? Thirdly, why they had to go for a post-facto approval? Who gave the authority to Mr. Sisodia to grant all these exemptions to friends?
So
Mr.
RP Singh, yes, clearly there are corruption charges. There are corruption charges. No. What I want to know is, what then do you think this victory rally, this show of strength looks like? Because you're saying he has corruption charges, serious ones, serious hard questions against him. But they are taking out this rally like they have already won the Gujarat elections.
Well, do you remember the Uttarakhand election?
Yes.
Will you check on how many seats they could save the deposit? Their chief minister candidate couldn't save the deposit. Do you remember Goa election? So they can keep boasting whatever they want to put. The fact is, on ground, Gujarat, they are nowhere. So wait for the elections. You'll see the results again, where they lose the deposit again. But they are trying to use Gujarat election as a shield to protect scamsters. Do you remember there's a gentleman named Asim Khan, who was a minister in Kejriwal government? He was, and then there are charges against him on bribery. There was a minister named Mr. Tomar, fake degree racket minister.
Mr. RP Singh, you want to elaborate. You've used a very interesting term, saying that Gujarat elections are being used as a shield by the Aam Aadmi Party to allege that there's nothing wrong in what they've done. What do you mean by that?
Well, there are evidence, there are documentary evidence.
Yes.
Chief Secretary has raised a red flag on the file, saying that I won't sign these files which have been brought to me to ratify something which was done much earlier. So it was the Chief Secretary who raised the flag. And LG only followed those files to the CBI to inquire into it. Now CBI is inquiring into it. And then there were sting operations which clearly stated that there was 6% commission was taken as a kickback. So they can keep doing all this jumbo. This doesn't work. The law will take its own course.
Thank you, Mr. R.P. Singh. He's a senior leader of Delhi politics, and he's saying that Gujarat elections are being used as a shield by Aam Aadmi Party. You have corruption allegations against you. What are you doing, taking out this victory march and now reaching Rajghat? Thank you so much, R.P. Singh. But Manish Sisodia has now reached Rajghat. But what a trail that has been from his residence that started at about 1 hour before. A distance of about 10 minutes, 5 kilometers from his house, close to which is also the Supreme Court. It's the busy central Delhi area, the ITO, and then heads to Mahatma Gandhi's memorial. It took about 1 hour for this whole process. And amid, what did we see? We saw flags and placards and Bhagat Singh posters. Is Daur Ka Bhagat Singh are the posters that the Aam Aadmi Party has brought out, saying Manish Sisodia is the new Bhagat Singh of this era, that this is a second fight for freedom. Patriotic nationalistic slogans, loudspeakers brought out in full force. And Amit Bhardwaj has also, who was tracking Manish Sisodia, has reached. Now I can see that those hundreds of supporters are not being permitted inside the Rajghat, clearly because of the security reasons and protocol, but they're there. They're there outside the gate. They are shouting slogans while Manish Sisodia goes in. What is likely to happen now? Is he going to be there for about few minutes, Amit?
Yes. Yes, Pooja. You know, the cavalcade of Manish Sisodia has reached Rajghat, and what we are expecting right now is that while Manish Sisodia enters Rajghat, offers his prayer to Mahatma Gandhi, what we'll see is that Aam Aadmi Party workers are getting assembled once again at the Rajghat, and after that, you know, they will be heading towards the CBI headquarters. That is the highest possibility right now, that the AAP workers along with Manish Sisodia would be heading to the CBI headquarters right now. And but the big part here is, Pooja, the way this entire episode has been unfolded, the way Aam Aadmi Party with a strategy came out today. And I will ask Abhishek to get closer to Rajghat, where Manish Sisodia has went inside, and it is just a matter of couple of minutes to so to say that the visuals from inside Rajghat will come out, where you will see Manish Sisodia along with the top leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party, except for Arvind Kejriwal because he's in Gujarat right now. They would be offering prayers.
It's very interesting. Do you think Manish Sisodia would be missing his friend, mentor, who's been contemporary with him? Stay on with me, Amit, because BJP is all guns blazing against the Aam Aadmi Party right now. Gaurav Bhatia now joins me. Gaurav, is the BJP concerned that the Aam Aadmi Party has managed to pull out this mega show of strength today?
You might term it as a mega show of strength. How the citizens view it is a group of corrupt people coming together because they lack inherent strength to face the law and the tough questions that the BJP and the investigating agency has been asking them. And therefore, they're trying to create this ruckus. But let me make it very clear. The Kattar Baiman, the Papi AAP, leaders will be punished, and accused number one will also not be spared, because he needs to know, however tall he might think he is not above the law of the country.
Well, that's absolutely correct. But Gaurav, what is happening right now is that there are serious allegations that the Aam Aadmi Party and top leadership has received kickbacks of crores of rupees. But they bring out this rally saying, nothing against us. You've been raiding us, that we are trying to fight Gujarat elections. And that's why the attack on us.
You know, such flimsy remarks have no merit in them. And I ask a very simple question that was posed by the BJP yesterday in the press conference also. The FIR was lodged by the CBI about 2 months back. If Manish Sisodia is Kattar Imandar, as Arvind Kejriwal claims, why did he not move the court and get the FIR quashed? That is a simple question.
Why do you think that is, Gaurav? Why do you think? Yeah, that's an important point. Why couldn't they already apply for an anticipatory bail or any other legal measure?
The answer is very simple. Being an advocate myself, I can tell you, when there is judicial scrutiny of all the claims and the counter claims, the Aam Aadmi Party does not have any merit to substantiate their claim, and thus they are running away from the courts of the country because they know they will not get any relief. There is substance in the investigation done by the CBI and the ED.
Gaurav, my final question, what do you call this Aam Aadmi Party's rally today from his house where he was given a send-off, an emotional one with his family, his friends, and then to now reaching Rajghat?
I call it a show of anarchy. I call it a show where he is disrespecting the rule of law of the country, and I call it a show where they're trying to exert pressure on the investigating agency. However, my belief in the investigating agency as a citizen remains firm, and I know this corrupt politician accused number one, Manish Sisodia, would be dealt with an iron hand.
Gaurav Bhatia, national spokesperson and senior leader of the BJP, saying that this is a show of anarchy. Why didn't he approach court if they were so confident that there could be an arrest? They are saying, call it whatever you want. When I said, is the BJP concerned with the show of strength? He said, call it whatever you want, but the citizens see it as corrupt people out on the streets. So people are watching, the viewer is watching, you decide what this looks like. But what the Aam Aadmi Party has done today, and maybe even the Congress should be watching. With serious graft allegations against them, senior netas like Satyendra Jain, Amanatullah Khan already under arrest, Manish Sisodia, according to them, likely facing an arrest. They pull out all resources. And perhaps the Aam Aadmi Party's politics is a reminder to our netas. Social media is not a political strategy. Coming out on the streets is. Making it look like that you have your cadre and your workers with them is a political strategy. And without wasting any time, without waiting for an arrest to come, Aam Aadmi Party throngs the ground. BJP says this is just a show of anarchy. There are hard questions they do not want to answer. They do this, they do this show of strength. Amit Bhardwaj was there when the paramilitary forces were deployed outside Manish Sisodia's residence. And then this Maha-mega route that was about 10 minutes, in theory, took about 1 hour to reach the Rajghat from the Aam Aadmi Party office. What is it looking like right now? Is the cadre workers waiting outside the gate, Amit? Manish Sisodia still inside offering prayers? Amit, can you hear me? All right, I'll quickly go across to Amit Bhardwaj. Just to help our viewers understand, there must be complete commotion and heightened activity amid those hundreds of supporters, workers, the music blaring on loudspeakers. And this is right before you enter into the Rajghat, which is Mahatma Gandhi's memorial. It's a place of meditation. So clearly all the noise that cannot be permitted, the crowd that cannot be permitted inside, they're waiting outside on the gate. You're looking at the visuals of Manish Sisodia at the Rajghat, offering prayers, sitting like Arvind Kejriwal has often done in the past as well, sitting in complete silence, ensuring they send across a message that they're taking that inspiration, they're making it look like a fight for freedom. But it's also the manner in which they are getting captured on camera. They're saying our family is with us, our supporters are with us. I am not being able to go to Gujarat to campaign, so let it be, I'll campaign here in Delhi. Amit Bhardwaj tracking that strategy of the Aam Aadmi Party from the start to the finish. So Amit, he's still inside, sitting in meditation, a solemn silence, saying this is a fight for freedom.
That this is the biggest difference. Yes, Pooja, that is precisely what is happening on the ground right now. Manish Sisodia is still inside Rajghat with senior leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, while on the other side, the hundreds and hundreds of AAP workers are actually waiting outside for Mr. Sisodia to step out of Rajghat. And in most likelihood, you will see a similar visual that we are seeing since the morning, where Manish Sisodia was waving at his supporters with tiranga, with flower petals being shot at him. Similar kind of march will be taken out from Rajghat to the CBI headquarters, where Manish Sisodia is going for in-person hearing. So that is going to happen in a few minutes from now. What is to be seen, it is going to be very interesting, Pooja, because as you were mentioning, the 10-minute theoretical stretch has taken 1 hour for the Aam Aadmi Party and Manish Sisodia to reach to Rajghat. And now, how much time it will take for the AAP workers and AAP supporters and Mr. Sisodia to be the most important person of the day to reach the CBI headquarters.
You know, of Manish Sisodia leaving from the residence, the support of the workers, and then, you know, this clear show of strength, him waving the tricolour, even Saurabh Bhardwaj, his contemporary and MLA behind him in another vehicle, also joining in. It's a mega celebration of some sort, despite graft charges against them. But can we say he's missing Arvind Kejriwal today? He's not there. Arvind Kejriwal is in Gujarat campaigning, clearly supervising and overseeing what's unfolding in Delhi. It's very likely it's his decision to ensure that the Delhi streets are flooded with this mega show of strength. So quickly from you, Amit, before I go to CBI office, but do you think Arvind Kejriwal is being missed today by Manish Sisodia?
Day, and that is possibly playing in his favor because AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal is in Gujarat and these visuals are coming from the national capital. So as far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, their strategy is concerned, it is possibly working in their favor because in Delhi you have the hero of the day, the star of the day as far as Aam Aadmi Party's optics is concerned for the day, Manish Sisodia, you know, coming to the Rajghat and offering prayers at the Rajghat. Along with him is the battery of top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, Saurabh Bhardwaj and Sanjay Singh to be, you know, amongst those. Even the organizational strength of Aam Aadmi Party is standing rock solid behind Manish Sisodia. And what you will see as the day progresses is that these visuals will be played out in Gujarat, where Arvind Kejriwal will be speaking about as to how Manish Sisodia was called to the CBI headquarters. Arvind Kejriwal is definitely going to talk about this in Gujarat. He's definitely going to mention this in Gujarat. And Aam Aadmi Party as well as Mr. Kejriwal will make it a point that, see, because we are challenging the BJP in Gujarat, because we are planning to dethrone a BJP in Gujarat, that is why Manish Sisodia, the Education Minister of Delhi, is now being jailed. So, as far as optics are concerned, Pooja, it is playing out in AAP's favor, or at least AAP is harnessing well in its own favor.
And
back to you, Pooja.
Amit, before I give you this breather and I'm heading into a short break, I want our viewers to look at this. Remember, the Aam Aadmi Party is known and knows fairly well that these are allegations. So before the allegations are proven or not, why not make it look like it's a fight for freedom? Jang pe ja rahe hain jaise. You know, given a tilak, a sweet, a scarf, go ahead, a send-off by the family, then the cadre. Aam Aadmi Party turning its adversity into an opportunity. India Today, on top of this big developing story from the streets of national capital. Stay tuned, our reporters on the ground after a very short break.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Kerala's public health. All political parties traveling from different parts.
Armed with facts,
Looking at political back.
she takes the news by its horns.
Do you think the future of these students are not hampered?
Fierce, bold and direct, setting the tone for the biggest stories from every corner and every angle. Expect nothing but the unfiltered truth.
News first, niceties later. Watch me, Nabila Jamal, on India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Food wastage is not just a social problem, but an environmental one too. It is important to take concrete steps to ensure food wastage is avoided at all costs. Why we shouldn't waste food? When we waste food, we waste the labor, the effort, investment, and precious resources. It also increases greenhouse gas emissions and contributes to climate change. What you can do? Reduce. Be more mindful of food you buy what you use, and use it all. Improve food storage and reduce wastage at home. Reuse. If you don't eat everything you make, freeze it for later. Use the leftovers as an ingredient in another meal. Recycle. Recycle as much as possible. Try composting and put nutrients back into the soil. You can also start your own green patch of fruits, vegetables, or herbs. With these easy ways, you can reduce food wastage and become a food hero.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Today's top story coming in this morning is from the national capital, because Manish Sisodia is set to respond to a summon of the Central Bureau of Investigation in the graft charges against him and two close associates for the liquor excise policy in Delhi, implemented in 2021, was soon withdrawn, but ever since has become an issue of financial kickbacks that the Aam Aadmi Party netas allegedly received from businessmen who wanted the big tenders of the excise policy. But what you're looking at right now is Manish Sisodia turning adversity of the CBI summon into an opportunity. As you can hear, that this was a show of strength just about a short while ago from his residence via the party office, then to the Mahatma Gandhi Memorial, the Rajghat, where he's at presently. We'll quickly cut across to those visuals. This was an emotional send-off from the wife and the mother-in-law before he headed out with the close associates. And, people who've been with Manish Sisodia since the beginning, Sanjay Singh and Atishi. Today, Arvind Kejriwal is not there in person. He's in Gujarat campaigning, but he's there supervising and overseeing the whole campaign that's taking place in national capital Delhi. BJP is attacking it. BJP is saying, what are you showing the show of strength for? You have corruption charges against you. This is a show of anarchy, not show of strength. Let's cut across now to the visuals coming in from Rajghat. So it's the big opportunity that Manish Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party are trying to make it look like. Let's go across to India Today's Aishwarya Paliwal, who's on the ground right now. Aishwarya, where is Manish Sisodia right now? Is he still at Rajghat, or has he left for the CBI headquarters? Because show of strength aside, all the patriotism and nationalistic songs aside, he has to be there at the CBI at 11 a.m.
He has to be there by 11 a.m. And Pooja, we'll start by showing you the visuals. Atishi Marlena there, hoisting the tricolour, and this is where they will move to the CBI headquarters. They have started to move out. Aam Aadmi Party supporters now moving out. The MLAs here, the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs here in their cars with the tricolor in their hand. All of them are making an event out of this. They are trying to put the blame on the Bharatiya Janata Party by saying that the CBI has called Manish Sisodia only because it is the Bharatiya Janata Party who's asking him to do so. Pooja, if we talk about the traffic, there is a massive traffic jam across the national capital today because whole of ITO has been jammed. Now, Pooja, we will start moving with the cavalcade. The cavalcade is moving. Atishi Varmina there.
Ishwarya, I'll just halt you there. And if you can also tell us about him being at Rajghat, because these visuals that are running on our screen right now, a solemn moment in many ways, not the halla and the show of strength and the dance and the waving of the tricolor we saw outside. Right now, he's at the Rajghat.
नमन करके आशीष ली। मैंने याद किया कि किस तरह से बापू जी ने अपना पूरा जीवन देश के लिए कुर्बानी देने में लगाया। मैंने इस बात को भी याद किया कि किस तरह से बापू के खिलाफ उस वक्त की सरकार ने तरह तरह के फर्जी मुकदमे लगा के बार-बार उनको जेल भेजा। मैं आज पहली बार अपने आप में वो गर्व महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि जिस तरह से हमारे देश के शहीदों ने, हमारे देश को आज़ाद कराने वाले लोगों ने देश की जनता के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी और वो जेल में गए। जिस तरह से बापू को षड्यंत्र में फंसा के अंग्रेजों की सरकार ने झूठे मुकदमे कर करके जेल में भेजा। आज मेरे ऊपर भी एक फर्जी मुकदमा करके मुझे जेल भेजने की तैयारी की जा रही है, सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि आज गुजरात की जनता अपने लिए स्कूल मांग रही है, अपने लिए अस्पताल मांग रही है। आज गुजरात की जनता सवाल उठा रही है कि 27 साल हो गए भाजपा को, 27 साल में उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया और 5 साल में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली में करके दिखा दिया। तो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को गुजरात की जनता मौका देख के देखना चाहती है। आज गुजरात में भाजपा बुरी तरह से हार रही है, इसलिए घबरा के मेरे ऊपर फर्जी मुकदमे करा के जेल भेज रहे हैं आज। तो मुझे गर्व है कि मैं इस काम आ सकूं कि देश के लिए कोई कुर्बानी दे सकूं। मैं सच के रास्ते पे चल रहा हूं, मैंने कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं किया। इन्होंने पूरा मेरा घर छान मारा, मेरे बैंक लॉकर छान मारे, मेरे गांव में छान मारा, इन्होंने मेरे आसपास सब छान मारा। इनको मेरे भ्रष्टाचार का कोई सबूत नहीं मिला। अब ये मुझे जेल भेजने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो मैं जेल जाने के लिए भी तैयार हूं। मुझे डर नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे गर्व है इस बात पे कि देश के लिए कुछ कर दिखाने का मौका है। लोग वर्षों इंतजार करते हैं, जन्मों इंतजार करते हैं, तब कुछ करने का मौका आता है। मेरे लिए सौभाग्य की बात है। जब जब आज़ाद भारत के इतिहास में किसी ने शिक्षा पे बात करने की कोशिश की है, स्कूल अस्पताल पे नौकरियों पे बात करने की कोशिश की है, उसको इसी तरह से सजाएं दी गई हैं। आज़ादी के पहले भी जब जब लोग आज़ादी के लिए मांग करते थे, उन्हें झूठे केसे में फंसा के इसी तरह से जेल भेजा जाता था। मेरे लिए भी ये गर्व की बात है। बहुत धन्यवाद।
That is Manish Sisodia clearly stating, as he's at the Rajghat presently, with a namaste and alone, not accompanied either by the workers who are sloganeering and are waving the flags, but of course flanked by Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament Sanjay Singh, who's there at the Rajghat with him, giving him that company. But he says, listen in carefully and we'll play that reaction again. He's comparing his situation of how the British imperialists treated Mahatma Gandhi. So the father of the nation that we call Mahatma Gandhi, Bapu, Manish Sisodia says, I'm in a similar situation. The BJP is targeting me today like the British targeted Bapu. This perhaps is the most unexpected comparison that Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister, Aam Aadmi Party's one of top leaders, could have made. So right now, till now, they were saying that they are being targeted because they want to contest Gujarat elections and the BJP will not let them do it because they are scared. But now Manish Sisodia said this is like what Bapu faced and that's why he's here today. At the foot, at the shrine, this memorial of Mahatma Gandhi, Rajghat in Delhi. And he says this situation is exactly how the British had targeted Bapu, Mahatma Gandhi, father of nation of India. I'm being put through a similar situation. Listen in again to what Manish Sisodia came and said at Rajghat. So what you're looking at, just to give you a perspective of what exactly unfolded just about 1 hour ago, a distance of about 10 minutes, 5 kilometers from Manish Sisodia's residence in central Delhi to the Rajghat. A 10-minute theoretical distance took about 1 hour because this is what happened. Vehicles, cavalcade, convoy, loudspeakers, patriotic songs, and also Gana Bajana there with the Aam Aadmi Party, ensuring it looks like a celebration. They were not attacking or protesting or burning effigies. They were celebrating and calling this a fight for freedom. Amit Bhardwaj now joins me. Amit, he's at the Rajghat and he says, this situation that I'm facing is like Bapu, like how British attacked Mahatma Gandhi. I'm being attacked by the BJP. This is as unexpected of a statement that many would have thought that Aam Aadmi Party Neta would make today. Amit, if you can hear me, we are breaking this big statement that has come from Manish Sisodia while he's taking the round of the Mahatma Gandhi Memorial to say exactly how the British attacked Bapu. I'm being attacked today by the BJP. He is Bapu. The BJP are British colonialists.
Yes, Pooja. You know, it is again war of words, war of optics happening between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Aam Aadmi Party. While the BJP is saying that, the entire show of strength by Aam Aadmi Party is wrong in place. It is wrongly timed. The Aam Aadmi Party on the other side is turning the table upside down. You just heard Manish Sisodia saying that the way Britishers attacked Bapu, he is being attacked by the BJP. And on the other side, Arvind Kejriwal, the AAP convener, has already declared Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain as Bhagat Singh of the day. And right there in the visuals, you can see, look at the placards. Aaj ka Bhagat Singh, Satyendra Jain and Manish Sisodia in these placards. And these are the placards precisely that is being held by every supporter on the ground zero right now. And Manish Sisodia's cavalcade is now moving towards the Rajghat. That is the vehicle. Delhi police personnel having a hard time to make sure that the passage is given to Manish Sisodia's vehicle. On the left-hand side is the vehicle of Manish Sisodia. Abhishek is trying to get you those visuals. Manish Sisodia in that moving. His vehicle is being moved towards out of the Rajghat. These are the two vehicles in which Manish Sisodia and Sanjay Singh were. Their vehicle has just left Rajghat. Breaking news on India Today. Exclusive visuals of the mega show of strength by the Aam Aadmi Party. Where Manish Sisodia went
11 a.m. is the summon by the Central Investigation Agency on the corruption charges that Manish Sisodia and two of his close associates were given crores of rupees as kickbacks by a businessman, Sanjay Mahendra, who is currently under arrest. But he gave it to them for the liquor excise policy to have the tender and that right with regard to getting that policy, which was eventually withdrawn. But he's again ensuring that to the CBI headquarters is going to be another show of strength. 11 a.m. It's right now 10:40. How much time does it take from the Rajghat to the CBI headquarters usually? Amit, quickly before I go across to CBI headquarters.
It will be definitely not 10 minutes today. It could take at least half an hour or maybe even 1 hour. The way Aam Aadmi Party workers have thronged to support Manish Sisodia, that is going to take a lot of time, and Delhi police is having a hard time right now to make sure that, Manish Sisodia and the top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party get the passes to reach Rajghat. And what we are learning, what we are understanding by the movements happening on the ground is that top officials of the Delhi police have made sure that Manish Sisodia's vehicle, 2 cars, which is part of the prime, main cavalcade, they have been escorted out by the Delhi police, and now the entire movement is heading towards the CBI headquarters. But Delhi police will try to make sure that many of these vehicles are not heading towards the CBI headquarters, because otherwise it is going to be a big challenge for the police right there, because these people, the number of people who have gathered at Rajghat is nothing less than 1,000 people. So all these supporters, along with the MLAs from the different constituencies of Delhi, councillors from different constituencies of Delhi.
Amit, stay on with me. I cannot help but hear the honking also behind. We're talking about 10:40 a.m. This, remember, has been an office hour in busy central Delhi. Did the Delhi police and the agencies not anticipate this mega show of strength that the Aam Aadmi Party will pull off? And we are talking about a neta who's facing corruption charges of receiving kickback of crores of rupees, taking out what looks like a victory celebration because they are claiming it's all false. Now, the investigating agencies will decide that. Manish Sisodia will not decide that, the BJP will not decide that, but the fact is he's been called by the CBI. Had it been any other party, the Aam Aadmi Party would have been first to attack them, saying corruption charges against you and you're taking out a victory celebration. Today the AAP is doing the same. But they've managed to bring out all of their constituents and their workers, the MLAs together, even though Arvind Kejriwal is not there. It is a show of strength. Let's go across now to where he's expected to reach in a short while. 11 a.m. is when CBI headquarters has summoned him. My colleague Shreya Chatterjee, who closely tracks the investigating agencies, are there. Now, you know, this is politics. There is BJP charging at Aam Aadmi Party hitting back, saying, we are defiant. This is a fight for freedom. I'm no less than Bapu. Because the British colonialists attacked Bapu, the BJP is attacking me today. But apart from that, we also need to focus on the charges against them. Eventually, the investigating agencies need evidence to prove. But the fact is, they have raided, they've tried to gather evidence, and the charges of crores of rupees of kickbacks in excise policy.
Indeed, so Pooja, you know, the CBI is investigating the alleged scam behind the formulation and the flouting of rules in the Delhi's excise policy. Now, there have been a course of investigation that's been going on for nearly over 2 months right now. And after that, we see Manish Sisodia being summoned today. Prior to this, we've seen multiple raids that's been conducted, not just in Delhi. There were pan-India raids that was conducted by the Central Bureau of Investigation, true crucial arrests. One, obviously, is one of the closest aides of the Aam Aadmi Party, which is Vijay Nair, we are talking about. The other is a Hyderabad-based businessman alleged to have lobbied for the liquor owners there down south. And at that backdrop, you know, today Manish Sisodia's questioning becomes extremely crucial because he has to face certain very important questions. A, about those transactions that were mentioned by the CBI in the FIR. And apart from that, the allegations that there were money that was exchanged not just through bank accounts but also in cash. Vijay Nair is already being questioned by the CBI. There are multiple names that has also been taken by this person who's been alleged as a close aide of the Aam Aadmi Party. And hence now Manish Sisodia will have to be facing all these series of questioning, starting from why rules were flouted to forming the Delhi excise policy, why were these transactions exchanged, and he has to justify that if at all there were transactions received directly or indirectly, what really defines that. So that's what this Manish Sisodia awaits right now. Any moment he'll be reaching here at the CBI office, and you see security is also being beefed up.
Stay on with me because I think it's going to be time till they reach you. In just 10 minutes, Manish Sisodia is supposed to be at the CBI headquarters, but looking like how it's going on the streets of Delhi, it clearly looks like it's going to be some time because their show of strength continues. And, you know, my heart goes out also to the office goers. If you're passing through central Delhi right now, Amit, I come across to you because, you know, this is politics show. They're taking out the rally, but, you know, I can see buses, cars, office goers currently facing the traffic snarl due to this political rally.
Yes, Pooja, and that is why the Delhi police has actually maneuvered the entire sequence of events. Manish Sisodia's cars were, allowed to leave Rajghat, and after that, Delhi police had strategically put buses on the road, on Rajghat, to stop the AAP workers as well as the AAP MLAs. So the vehicle that were atop and Atishi was along with us on that particular car, that has been stopped as well. And right here, sort of a barricade has been created by Delhi police to stop, to make sure that other vehicles, the motorbikes of the AAP supporters, are not able to cross this stretch, because it is for two reasons. Number one, to avoid the traffic snarls that is being caused by AAP's mega show of strength. You could see Delhi police and the traffic police jawans deployed on the stretch, important stretch of Rajghat. This entire area has been blocked, cordoned off by the Delhi police in a way to make sure that these vehicles who had come in support of Manish Sisodia and Aam Aadmi Party are not allowed to move towards the CBI headquarters.
Yes.
That is to avoid the traffic snarls, and second, also to make sure that Manish Sisodia reaches on the ground without much hurdle. And a couple of minutes back, Aam Aadmi Party supporters were actually raising slogans against the Delhi police, and right there, in a way, they are being now moved out of this area, this stress, to make sure that the traffic jam can be removed. क्या वो आप लोग को जाने नहीं दिया गया?
सर, पुलिस हमारा पूरा सपोर्ट करें, पुलिस के साथ हैं. ये मोदी साहब, छात्र मर रहे हैं, छात्र बेरोजगार हैं.
Back to you, Pooja. So these are the visuals coming from Rajghat.
Manish Sisodia, did the Delhi police not anticipate this? Because when you were there at Manish Sisodia's residence today morning, there was Delhi police, there was paramilitary forces. It looked like they anticipated law and order. They were there. Did they not expect these hundreds of supporters with the banners and posters and loudspeakers and Gana Bajana will land up on the streets of Delhi, causing not only traffic snarl mayhem, but a political rally that's caught everyone off guard?
It looks like so, Pooja, that Delhi police have been caught off guard, completely off guard here. And the reason behind it could be that there have been instances where AAP convener Arvind Kejriwal, in a very short notice, has announced that he's going to Rajghat. But in moments like those, we have not seen that, thousands and hundreds of AAP workers are thronging along with Arvind Kejriwal. He usually just announces a couple of minutes before he's about to leave his residence. He reaches here at Rajghat, and after that, after speaking to the media, he usually leaves. But today, the initial plan that could have been conveyed to the Delhi police was that Manish Sisodia from his residence will come to Rajghat, will go to the headquarters or maybe come to the Rajghat and then go to the CBI headquarters. But instead of that, Manish Sisodia went to the Aam Aadmi Party national headquarters, from where he was joined by hundreds and hundreds of AAP workers. And since then, Delhi police officials are having a tough time, to control the crowd, to ensure the traffic is moved, to ensure that no mishap happens, because these workers who have assembled today are, at top of their enthusiasm level, and many of them are not even wearing helmets. They have scarves. You have AAP Vidhayaks, AAP office bearers. पंकज जी कहाँ जा रहे हैं अभी आप लोग?
अभी हम जाएंगे सीबीआई हेडक्वार्टर.
सीबीआई हेडक्वार्टर, वहाँ भी इसी तरह का माहौल होगा?
बिल्कुल होना चाहिए, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से बीजेपी गुंडागर्दी कर रही है, गुजरात के इलेक्शन से घबरा गई है. ये आजादी की दूसरी लड़ाई है. हम हारेंगे नहीं, केवल जीतेंगे, डरेंगे नहीं.
आप भी खुद एमएलए हैं मदन लाल जी, इस तरह का ट्रैफिक का मुश्किल हो रहा है.
ये हमने नहीं किया. अगर ये रोके नहींगे तो ये स्मूथ चला जाएगा. दिल्ली में लोग लाखों सड़क पे हैं. ये जानबूझ के दिल्ली पुलिस बीजेपी के अंडर काम कर रही है. वो नहीं चाहती कि हम वहां तक जाए. सॉलिडेरिटी नजर आए और लोगों को पता चले कि बीजेपी की सीबीआई जाति कर रही है.
Madan Lal speaking to India Today exclusively, where he is saying that because Delhi police stopped AAP workers, that is why this traffic scene or traffic mess happened. But to be honest, we have seen the kind of strength that Aam Aadmi Party is showing since morning, and these are important stretches
Amit,
of
keep
Delhi,
tracking the streets of national capital, specifically central Delhi, where the Aam Aadmi Party has pulled on this show of strength, simultaneously causing a massive traffic jam for the office goers. Delhi police caught off guard, trying to maneuver, find a detour for Manish Sisodia. As the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister was in Rajghat just about a short while ago. He's supposed to be reaching anytime soon to the CBI headquarters. Shreya Chatterjee is where the CBI headquarters is. Shreya, has the Delhi police tightened any security outside the Central Bureau of Investigation headquarters, or they're ensuring that this show of strength does not reach there? It will have to be only Manish Sisodia.
Well, Pooja, if we talk about the CBI headquarters, unfortunately there are two barricades that are put at both the roads that lead to the headquarters.
Yes.
You can see there's a barricade that is placed at one end and obviously another at this very end. So unlikely that any of the Aam Aadmi Party supporters will be able to come anywhere near the CBI headquarters. It has to be Manish Sisodia from here on. Their show of strength probably ends where the CBI's line of jurisdiction begins. And any moment from now, we believe Manish Sisodia will be arriving at the CBI headquarters, since his vehicle was escorted ahead by the Delhi police so that he can freely reach the CBI headquarters. It's tentatively a 20 minutes distance away from the Rajghat to the CBI headquarters, and by the fact that he's already left quite some time now, we will probably expecting Manish Sisodia. There are two main entrances to the headquarters, and likely wherever he enters from India today, we'll get those visuals.
That's where the Aam Aadmi Party Neta, Delhi Deputy CM Manish Sisodia, is supposed to reach in just about 10 minutes, but doesn't look like it because the manner in which the show of strength is reaching there, this will take a little bit more time. But what a morning it has been. Aam Aadmi Party facing an adverse situation, trying to change it into an opportunity. But remember, this amid serious allegations of corruption, of receiving crores of rupees as kickbacks to give specific businessmen the tender of the excise policy. But Aam Aadmi Party rejects these charges, says there's no evidence despite the raids. But the BJP today has called this a show of anarchy, a show of corrupt people that the citizens are watching. This, remember, it's not just about Manish Sisodia anymore. Minister Satyendra Jain already arrested. Amanatullah Khan, the MLA, already arrested. Different charges. Kailash Gehlot being the transport minister, facing charges of a transport scam in Delhi. So Manish Sisodia, remember, knows what he's up against. If these charges do escalate against him, if the investigating agencies manage to find strong evidence against him, he will be behind bars. Aam Aadmi Party claiming this is because they are contesting the Gujarat elections and the BJP is scared. But the BJP says this is simply about their corruption being exposed, that they were in the guise of showing they are kattar imandar, but they are not. Let's listen in now to what Manish Sisodia said today.
मैं आज पहली बार अपने आप में वो गर्व महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि जिस तरह से हमारे देश के शहीदों ने, हमारे देश को आज़ाद कराने वाले लोगों ने देश की जनता के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी और वो जेल में गए। जिस तरह से बापू को षड्यंत्र में फंसा के अंग्रेजों की सरकार ने झूठे मुकदमे कर करके जेल में भेजा, आज मेरे ऊपर भी एक फर्जी मुकदमा करके मुझे जेल भेजने की तैयारी की जा रही है। आज गुजरात में भाजपा बुरी तरह से हार रही है, इसलिए घबरा के मेरे ऊपर फर्जी मुकदमे करा के जेल भेज रहे हैं आज। तो मुझे गर्व है कि मैं इस काम आ सकूं कि देश के लिए कोई कुर्बानी दे सकूं। मैं सच के रास्ते पे चल रहा हूं, मैंने कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं किया। इन्होंने पूरा मेरा घर छान मारा, मेरे बैंक लॉकर छान मारे, मेरे गांव में छान मारा, इन्होंने मेरे आसपास सब छान मारा। इनको मेरे भ्रष्टाचार का कोई सबूत नहीं मिला। अब ये मुझे जेल भेजने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो मैं जेल जाने के लिए भी तैयार हूं। मुझे डर नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे गर्व है इस बात पे कि देश के लिए कुछ कर दिखाने का मौका है। लोग वर्षों इंतजार करते हैं, जन्मों इंतजार करते हैं, तब कुछ करने का मौका आता है। मेरे लिए सौभाग्य की बात है। जब आज़ाद भारत के इतिहास में किसी ने शिक्षा पे बात करने की कोशिश की है, स्कूल अस्पताल पे नौकरियों पे बात करने की कोशिश की है, उसको इसी तरह से सजाएं दी गई हैं। आज़ादी के पहले भी जब लोग आज़ादी के लिए मांग करते थे, उन्हें झूठे केसे में फंसा के इसी तरह से जेल भेजा जाता था। मेरे लिए भी एक गर्व की बात है।
Today ensuring that its team of reporters is at different locations, tracking Manish Sisodia at his residence at the CBI headquarters, trying to get his perspectives even from the Rajghat. Now India Today's Ishwarya Paliwal getting us this live telecast. Ishwarya, you're right behind where Manish Sisodia is. Where have you reached presently? How far are you from the CBI headquarters?
Well, Pooja, it will roughly take us another 10 to 15 minutes, but it depends on how, the supporters move. We'll get you the visuals. On the left-hand side, you only see a sea of Indian tricolor. You see the supporters on bikes. All of them are following Manish Sisodia all the way. They have been following him all the way from Rajghat to the CBI headquarters. What we are getting you are the visuals, of the supporters now moving. All of them with those tricolors that you see right in front of me, the vehicles that you see, all these vehicles are filled with Aam Aadmi Party supporters. We are now moving towards the CBI headquarters. The cavalcade, rather, if I can use the word, will reach CBI headquarters in another 15 minutes, but the traffic is moving very slowly because thousands of supporters, the Aam Aadmi Party supporters, have descended because this has been converted. This questioning by the CBI has been converted into an event of sorts by the Aam Aadmi Party. Pooja,
They left from their residence, heading to their office. What they saw is the political, unscheduled, unexpected rally, and Manish Sisodia at the center of it all.
well, definitely, no one was expecting for a questioning like this to be turned into an event, because we did see how when the CBI officials were at Manish Sisodia's house, they were there for almost 13 to 14 hours. Since that time, this is something which Manish Sisodia has been talking about. Even when his locker was being checked, he himself was there at the bank. There were a couple of supporters there, but this kind of show of strength is something which no one was expecting. In fact, some believe the opposition parties were not expecting the Aam Aadmi Party, Manish Sisodia, to turn this questioning into an event of sorts. And what you are seeing around me, these flags, definitely it looks like this is an election rally. Does not look like the minister has been called for questioning. Pooja.
The BJP at this point is saying, Aishwarya Paliwal, that you have corruption charges against you. What sort of show of strength is this? You are supposed to be heading to CBI respectfully. You're supposed to be answering a line of questioning. You're taking out a victory rally like you won an election in Gujarat already.
Well, these are the allegations, Pooja, definitely which are being levied at the moment, and rightly so, because the whole of Delhi has been choco-blocked. We are seeing supporters, on the roads, in the cars, on the bikes. We are seeing some of the posters where Manish Sisodia is being, put right next to Shahid Bhagat Singh. So definitely it looks like an election rally and a lot of posturing being done by Manish Sisodia, Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, the questioning was supposed to begin at 11 o'clock. It might get a little delayed, but we'll have to wait and watch for how many hours does the CBI keep Manish Sisodia, and what will be the questions we'll understand in just the next couple of hours. But definitely it looks like this has been turned into an event of sorts.
Minister should be reaching the CBI to answer a line of questioning by our investigators. There have already been raids on his house. He says even my bank lockers were checked. The charges are on a liquor excise policy. But if you just tuned into India Today, here's what unfolded today morning. It was a spectacle, no less. Political jibes by the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party. Take a look closely on your screens. It started from a tilak ceremony by the wife and the mother-in-law of Manish Sisodia today morning. Tilak put on his forehead a scarf given to him by his mother-in-law. It was like a send-off to a war. Jang pe ja rahe the jaise. And then, with this show of strength, supported, backed by hundreds, if not more, cadre, MLAs, workers. This reminded in many ways of the previous days of how Aam Aadmi Party was during its inception. Nationalistic, patriotic slogans from the loudspeakers, on vehicles atop, not only Manish Sisodia but even MLA Saurabh Bhardwaj and others, waving the tricolour, making it look like a show of strength before he heads out to CBI, because he didn't go directly to the CBI. He first went via the AAP office to the Rajghat, Mahatma Gandhi's memorial. Then Manish Sisodia said, I am facing what Bapu and Mahatma Gandhi faced by the British colonialists. He's comparing himself to the father of the nation today. The BJP says this is show of anarchy. Take a look closely on your screens. An emotional moment by the family, a tilak on the forehead, send off, then Sanjay Singh on one side, Atishi Marlina on another, accompanying him. And these are the live visuals coming in from national capital Delhi. Also remember, this is the next big political story today morning. The presidential elections of the Congress party, AICC, set to have a non-Gandhi. It's not going to be the two women on your screen. It's not going to be her son, Rahul Gandhi, who will lead the party, but it's going to be a non-Gandhi, even if they will be the ones taking most decisions. Sonia Gandhi there, the interim president right now, outgoing, if I may now call it, outgoing president of the Congress party. Sonia Gandhi casts her vote. Is it going to be Mallikarjun Kharge? Is it going to be Dr. Shashi Tharoor? Most bets are on Mallikarjun Kharge. Over 80 years of age, one of the veteran leaders from Karnataka, has been for the longest time the leader of opposition as well in the parliament. Non-controversial, has clearly said that he will be taking the advice of the Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi there, a smile and a wink and a wave, acknowledging that she has cast her vote. This, remember, is the Congress party's agenda initiative to look like they have democracy internally. I quickly go across to Supriya Bhardwaj. Rashid Alvi there, accompanying, if I'm correct, that looks like Rashid Alvi wearing a mask, but Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, the second vote after Sonia Gandhi. Supriya, ensuring there the Congress party looks like we go for a secret ballot, just like India does as a country.
Well, absolutely, yes. The entire process which has been followed is exactly how we cast vote in a general election. And right now you can see that Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi are leaving. I'll ask Satya to show you at the moment. Satya, if you can just show the viewers the frame, the cars have gone there. It seems that Congress President Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi have cast their vote. Well, at the moment, what we are showing you from ground zero is that right now the vote is being cast by both Congress's former president now, because today the election is happening. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, she's the so-called Karyakarani Adhyaksh at the moment. As we spoke to a lot of leaders, you can see the movement over here. Congress President Sonia Gandhi along with Priyanka Gandhi reached here. And Pooja, when we asked her over here, she said, I've been waiting for this moment from a very long time. After 22 years, the elections are taking place. And then later on, it is Rahul Gandhi who took on the mantle but had resigned. And now it is the election day. There, both Congress's President Sonia Gandhi as well as Priyanka Gandhi are leaving from AICC headquarters after casting their vote. And this is the scene which is happening at AICC headquarters. The Congress who's who have been gathered here. They're coming here. The first person to cast his vote was Mr. P. Chidambaram. And later
but Supriya, let's be clear. You know, there will be, of course, it is an election. Two top contenders are Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor, both members of parliament, both senior netas. And after casting their vote, Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra leaving, smiling. No statement there, Supriya, but it is also very clear as it appears that Mallikarjun Kharge definitely has a stronger chance to be able to win this election. But after 24 years, it's going to be a non-Gandhi in the Congress party leading the helm of affairs.
Well, Pooja, there are two things involved over here. First and foremost, that a Gandhi is a face of the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi is leading the Bharat Jodo Yatra. And it seems that the strategy is very interesting now. There will be one person, the Gandhis will be going all around the country. They will be reaching out to the people. We have seen as to how Rahul Gandhi is reaching out to the people right from Kanyakumari. Now the Yatra is in Karnataka. Tomorrow it will enter Andhra Pradesh. Well, the Congress party, it seems, has come up with a strategy that on one side, there will be a senior leader who will be taking care of the organization and its affairs. On the other hand, there will be a Gandhi, especially Rahul Gandhi, who will be leading the party at the ground zero itself. Now the fight will take place right from the streets to the Sansad. What has happened over here is that Rahul Gandhi is the topmost brand not only in the Congress party but in the opposition camp. He sits on approximately 12 crore votes.
You know, let's give it to him. He's ensured that even though there are, as many are speculating, fewer chance of him winning, he's ensuring it looks like a fight. Whether on social media, whether on streets, he's calling up people. He's putting out social media statements. So what you're looking at right now, Mallikarjun Kharge or Shashi Tharoor, who will be the next Congress president? Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Sonia Gandhi have cast their vote, smiling, waving, acknowledging, giving a hint that this is what democracy in a party looks like as they want to claim that it is. Shashi Tharoor also cast his vote. This, remember, not in Delhi, but other campsites also where Congress elections are taking place. It's a developing story. We'll continue to bring you visuals on the same. And back now to the big story coming in from national capital Delhi, because Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has reached and is just about to, in fact, in the next few minutes at the Central Bureau of Investigation office. But this is the biggest scoop that we are bringing to you now. Amid the political attacks against him, CBI sources say this is a professional investigation. The statements of other accused have also been taken. Shamit Patra speaking from the BJP. Let's cut across to him.
तो ठीक इसी प्रकार कांग्रेस पार्टी नौटंकी करने में लगी थी, इसी प्रकार से कांग्रेस पार्टी प्रदर्शन करने में लगी हुई थी। और आज ये अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगी अगर ये कहा जाए कि ये जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। दिस इज ऑलमोस्ट सेलिब्रेटिंग करप्शन। पहले तो भ्रष्टाचार कीजिए, दलाली कमाइए, और उसके ऊपर जब आपसे पूछा जाए सवाल, जब आपसे सवाल पूछताछ किया जाए तो आप जश्न मनाइए। जिस प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया आज एक खुले कार में अपने समर्थकों के साथ नारे लगाते हुए फूल माला डाले हुए निकले हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है मानो कोई किला फतेह करके वापस आ रहा है। इट सीम्स एज इफ द आम आदमी पार्टी हैज वन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑफ करप्शन। इसमें कोई दो मत नहीं है। अगर वर्ल्ड कप होगा करप्शन का तो आम आदमी पार्टी उसमें दुनिया की नंबर 1 पार्टी साबित होगी, सिद्ध होगी। तो यह कहना आज अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगा कि जिस प्रकार की दृश्य आज भारत देख रही है, यह आम आदमी पार्टी का सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ करप्शन, जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। सुबह से हमने देखा कि पहले माताजी ने टीका लगाया और उसके बाद ये सारा का सारा ड्रामा चल रहा है। यह पहली बार नहीं है कि मनीष सिसोदिया जी के साथ इस प्रकार का ड्रामा हम देख रहे हैं। आप याद करिए, नवाब मलिक जी, सत्येंद्र जैन जी, संजय राउत जी, ये सारे लोग इसी प्रकार से अपने घरों से निकले थे। आप याद करिए, जब नवाब मलिक के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा था और जो अपने घर से वो निकले थे तो उनका भी टीका लगाया गया था। संजय राउत जी का भी इसी प्रकार से विदाई की गई थी। और तो और सत्येंद्र जैन जी को तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए। इस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका स्वागत किया था। मगर इनमें से कोई भी व्यक्ति जेल से बाहर नहीं आ पाया। हर व्यक्ति आज जेल में है। नवाब मलिक भी जेल में है, सत्येंद्र जैन भी जेल में है और संजय राउत भी घोटाले में जेल में है। They went to the jail with a fanfare, but they could not prove that they were not guilty. आज तक उन्होंने ये एविडेंस प्रस्तुत नहीं किया है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया और नतीजा है कि आज भी वो जेल में बंद हैं। कोई भी भ्रष्ट व्यक्ति कभी नहीं कहता है कि मैं भ्रष्ट हूं। जितने भी भ्रष्ट व्यक्ति हैं दुनिया के, वो कहते हैं मैं तो दूध का धुला हुआ हूं, मैं तो पाक साफ हूं जी। ये तो मेरे ऊपर राजनीतिक दबाव के कारण से झूठे आरोप लगाए गए। और आज आम आदमी पार्टी और मनीष सिसोदिया भी यही कर रहे हैं। मनीष जी, हमने आपसे 6 सवाल पूछे थे, तकनीकी सवाल, टेक्निकल क्वेश्चंस वर आस्क्ड आउट ऑफ यू। ये जो दारू घोटाला है, शराब घोटाला है, ये जो एक्साइज पे आपने करप्शन किया, उसमें हमने कुछ तकनीकी सवाल पूछा था। हमने ये सवाल पूछा, बार बार पूछा कि आपने ब्लैक लिस्टेड कंपनी को कमीशन लेने के बाद ठेका दिया या नहीं दिया। आपने जवाब नहीं दिया। मनीष जी, हमने दूसरा सवाल पूछा कि कानूनन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को रिटेल के सेक्टर में उतारना गैर कानूनी है। आपने मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को रिटेल की सेक्टर में उतारा नहीं उतारा, आपने उसका जवाब नहीं दिया। हमने सवाल पूछा कि मनीष जी, ये जो एक्साइज पॉलिसी आपकी बनी थी, ये जो दारू घोटाला आपने किया, क्या उससे दिल्ली के राजस्व को, स्टेट एक्सचेकर को नुकसान हुआ या नहीं हुआ? आपने उसका जवाब नहीं दिया। हमने स्पष्ट सवाल पूछा था, अगर आपकी ये एक्साइज पॉलिसी इतनी अच्छी थी तो क्या कारण रहा जो आपने एक्साइज पॉलिसी को आनन फानन में वापस लिया? अरविंद केजरीवाल और मनीष सिसोदिया ने इसका भी जवाब नहीं दिया। और हमने बड़ा स्पष्ट सवाल पूछा था कि क्या कारण था कि 1.4 करोड़ रुपया आपने इन शराब माफिया ठेकेदारों का माफ किया। किसके कहने पे माफ किया? अपने यारों का 144 करोड़ रुपया क्यों माफ किया, जबकि यह गैर कानूनी था, यह कैबिनेट से पारित नहीं हुआ था? इसका भी जवाब मनीष जी आपने नहीं दिया। जितने भी तकनीकी सवाल पूछे गए, किसी का जवाब नहीं दिया। मैं विश्व का, ब्रह्मांड का सबसे बढ़िया शिक्षा मंत्री, मैं गुजरात जाऊंगा तो ये हो जाएगा, फलाना हो जाएगा। अरे जो सवाल भ्रष्टाचार से जुड़े हुए हैं उसका जवाब दे दीजिए। यहां वहां की बात करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। आप जवाब इसलिए नहीं दे रहे हैं क्योंकि आप जानते हैं आपने और केजरीवाल जी ने मिलकर करोड़ों रुपए का घपला किया है, मोटा माल कमाया है, और इस विषय से आप भली भांति अवगत हैं। मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूं मनीष सिसोदिया जी कि आप वही पार्टी है ना जो पार्टी कभी अन्ना हजारे जी को लेकर आकर, जिसने भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ आंदोलन छेड़ा था, जिसने ये कहा था वी विल फाइट अगेंस्ट करप्शन, इंडिया अगेंस्ट करप्शन, और पूरे भारतवर्ष में आपने ये प्रतिज्ञा ली थी कि हम भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ेंगे। आप सोचिए कितनी बड़ी नौटंकी पार्टी है कि जो लोग तथाकथित रूप से भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ने आए थे, आज वही सबसे कट्टर बेईमान पार्टी बन के उभरी है पूरे भारतवर्ष की। आज वही लोग भ्रष्टाचार के केंद्र बिंदु में स्थापित है। और तो और ये केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी नहीं कह रही, अन्ना हजारे जी, इनके प्रणेता, जिनको लेकर ये पार्टी शुरू हुई थी, उन्होंने भी चिट्ठी लिख करके अरविंद केजरीवाल और मनीष सिसोदिया से कुछ सवालों के जवाब मांगे थे। आज तक अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उन प्रश्नों का जवाब नहीं दिया है। स्टिंग ऑपरेशन हुआ था, यहां मीडिया के बंधु मौजूद हैं। भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने इसी मंच से 3-3, 4-4 स्टिंग ऑपरेशन जो पब्लिक डोमेन में थे उसे हमने जारी किया। स्टिंग ऑपरेशन में जो मोटा माल देने वाले लोग थे, उन्होंने स्पष्ट रूप से वो तकनीक भी बताया जिस तकनीक के माध्यम से अरविंद केजरीवाल और मनीष सिसोदिया जी को करोड़ों करोड़ रुपए पहुंचाए गए थे दारू के ठेके के एवज में। जब ये सवाल आपने मनीष सिसोदिया जी से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में पूछा, तो बीच प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस को छोड़ करके मनीष सिसोदिया बिना जवाब दिए वो चले गए। क्यों चले गए मनीष जी? आपके पास अगर जवाब होता तो आप छोड़ देते, आप जवाब देते, मगर आपने स्टिंग ऑपरेशन का भी जवाब नहीं दिया। कारण क्योंकि आपको भी पता है करप्शन और भ्रष्टाचार तो आपने किया है। आश्चर्य का विषय है, सत्येंद्र जैन के लिए अरविंद केजरीवाल कह रहे थे इनको भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए, और 2 दिन से अरविंद केजरीवाल कह रहे हैं ये मनीष सिसोदिया तो भगत सिंह है। मैं आज देश से अपील करता हूं, दारू के ठेकों से पैसा मारने वाला, दारू के ठेकों को बांटते समय भ्रष्टाचार करने वाला, उसकी कंपैरिजन आप महामहिम भगत सिंह से करेंगे, देश पे शहीद होने वाले भगत सिंह से करेंगे, और ये देश सुनता रहेगा। आप लोग विचार करिए, आप सोचिए किस व्यक्ति की कंपैरिजन किस व्यक्ति के साथ किया जा रहा है। भगत सिंह इज एन इंस्टीट्यूशन, भगत सिंह रिप्रेजेंट सैक्रिफाइस, भगत सिंह हिंदुस्तान का स्वाभिमान है, और मनीष सिसोदिया और अरविंद केजरीवाल भ्रष्टाचार के प्रतीक है। और भ्रष्टाचार के प्रतीक मनीष सिसोदिया को जिन लोगों ने स्वाभिमान के प्रतीक भगत सिंह के साथ कंपैरिजन किया है, तुलना की है, यह धृष्टता है, यह उचित नहीं है, माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
In the trademark style of Shambit Patra saying Kattar Imandar that Arvind Kejriwal had used for Manish Sisodia have become Kattar Beiman. And now you're looking at the visuals of the CBI headquarters in Delhi, where India Today's team of reporters have been since today morning. At 11 a.m., as the scheduled summon, 15 minutes over, Manish Sisodia appears to have reached. Just remember, this show of strength will not be permitted to the CBI headquarters. It was allowed on the streets of Delhi, central Delhi, also resulting in a massive traffic jam. But with the nationalistic slogans, the waving of the tricolour, the yellow pagdi and the scarf that the Aam Aadmi Party workers and cadre were wearing, very similar to how they had donned it for Punjab elections as well. But this time, as you can see, Manish Sisodia there waving the tricolour. This while they are facing serious allegations of graft charges in the liquor excise policy, that Manish Sisodia received kickbacks by businessmen. 2 of his close associates got crores of rupees to favour them for the liquor excise policy, which has hence been withdrawn after serious charges. But Sanjay Singh, Member of Parliament of the Aam Aadmi Party, has been with Manish Sisodia since today morning, accompanying him throughout. Listen into what he has said to India Today. But it's the BJP's counter that continues. Before we play out what Sanjay Singh said, let's listen in again to what Shambit Patra is saying. BJP's all guns blazing, saying what sort of a show of strength is this? You are facing corruption allegations.
No country should ever feel that I can be a glorious personality, I can be a hero through corruption. और यही चेष्टा आम आदमी पार्टी की है, टू कन्वर्ट अ वाइस इनटू देयर विक्ट्री, जिसमें हमें भाग नहीं लेना है, हमें सच्चाई को उजागर करना है, सच्चाई को दिखाना है। थैंक यू सो मच। एनी क्वेश्चंस? See, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, this is their modus operandi. Remember, when Satyendra Jain was arrested,
So very different from that Maha show of strength flanked by his party supporters, cadres and the flags and the banners. All of that was stopped way before. India Today Shreya Chatterjee telling us about this update. Manish Sisodia finally reaches the headquarters, Shreya, but sans the paraphernalia that he had before.
Well, absolutely. Manish Sisodia has reached the CBI headquarters, and here's some sort of a commotion that's going on because he first entered the gate, then he obviously went in at the office, and then he's gone upwards towards the room where he will be questioned in the CBI headquarters. So you can see the entire commotion that's there because he's entered from the exit gate, and now he will be questioned by the CBI in the liquor policy case. And as we were talking, you know, it's going to be a long day for Manish Sisodia. He will have to face a lot of questionings. Extremely important why 2 earlier arrests have happened. They have delved in some information which Manish Sisodia will also be cross-verified with. And the CBI sources have confirmed to us they've not given clean chit to anyone. We've seen Manish Sisodia time and again come and make the statements that there's nothing that was found from his bank locker, nothing was found from the raids. But CBI maintains no one has got a clean chit. This is a professional investigation that is taking its course, and after registration of FIRs, multiple raids, 2 arrests, it's now time for Manish Sisodia, who was there looking after the Excise department at that point of time when the policy kicked in. That's the reason he's being questioned right now at the CBI headquarters, Pooja. And one thing for sure, it's going to be a long, long day for him.
Strategy there at the CBI headquarters. But Shreya, you know, one can't help but notice he was still waving, he's smiling, as if, you know, there is an award ceremony that he's coming to, meet his supporters. But the CBI investigators are ready, they're waiting with a list of questioning against Manish Sisodia to ask him if he did or not receive kickbacks. So, you know, there is definitely a political posturing that Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy CM, is ensuring that he sends out, that he's not going to walk in like an accused.
Well, you know, Pooja, we're seeing Arvind Kejriwal there in Gujarat, and he's addressing crowds over there. And ahead of that, this was a very crucial method for the Aam Aadmi Party to create this kind of a photo op before Arvind Kejriwal goes and addresses people ahead of the Gujarat elections. That's exactly what they did. And we can say that it was a successful political posturing ahead of the elections. Whether or not that will gather any mileage when it is about electoral success, we'll have to wait and watch. But the jurisdiction of the political posturing, it ends here. This is where the CBI's line of jurisdiction begins. Now Manish Sisodia, whether when he comes out, he will hold the same smile, is something all the cameras will be waiting for. Because we know it's going to be a long day of questioning for him. So when he exits from the same headquarters, whether he will be donning the same smile is something that the cameras will wait and watch out for. But the CBI, they have prepared a lengthy set of questions for Manish Sisodia, many of which includes the responses that the CBI has got from the 2 arrests that they have made. One very close aide of Aam Aadmi Party office, that is Vijay Nair, and the other person, Abhishek Boinpalli. We also know that a YSR Congress MP is also being questioned right now as we talk.
Shreya, do tell us if you have some details. What sort of a line of questioning are we expecting from the CBI? Because inside there are investigators, experienced, trained professionals who are sitting with a line of questioning against corruption charges. So the political posturing, the smiling ends here. His show of strength ends here. Inside there's a team of investigators ready to grill him if he's at all been a corrupt neta.
Well, two crucial points that Manish Sisodia will absolutely have to face is first about the transactions. We've been talking about that. There are allegations and evidences on the part of CBI about transaction in crores that's been done via bank accounts and some other transactions that were done in hand. Apart from transactions, remember, Pooja, the scam, it revolves around undue favors that were given in giving out the L1 licensees, that was the wholesale and retailer licensees, to the liquor shops. Now,
on with me, Shreya, please stay on with me, because what you and our other colleagues have sent us over the past few days, past few hours, it's the CBI questionnaire. Did you meet businessman Vijay Nair, who's currently under custody and has been a close aide of the Aam Aadmi Party and Manish Sisodia? Why was Vijay Nair part of the liquor deals? What was his profile? What was his job to be a part of a government decision? Didn't you realize that the government revenue was hit? This is an important point, because according to the Lieutenant Governor, there was a massive revenue loss because of the excise policy. 1 for 1, free. That was the excise policy, never done before in Delhi. That was what the government had decided. Which babus, or the bureaucrats in other ways, have got cuts from the profit? All of these, of course, remember, are allegations. These are questions that Manish Sisodia will have to answer. If the investigators are convinced that he's correct and that all of this matches with their probe, then perhaps he'll be allowed to let go. Why were only some businessmen part of the deal? This is where it becomes slightly a catch-22 situation for Manish Sisodia, because one of the businessmen, Sanjay Mahindru, has been arrested. Did he in any way give any sort of financial kickback to people close to Manish Sisodia so that businessman can get the excise policy to be implemented and get profits from? Was there a quid pro quo deal? These are some of the questions that we are breaking to you right now. Is going to be a part of the CBI questionnaire. Till now, Manish Sisodia says, I'm being treated how British colonialists treated Mahatma Gandhi, treated Bapu. He's putting himself on pedestal with the father of the nation of this country. He's saying the BJP is the British imperialists. I am like Bapu because we are fighting for freedom here, and it is the people in power who are attacking us. But a smiling, defiant look of Manish Sisodia saying, we have it all cleared, we have nothing to hide, we want to fight Gujarat elections, the BJP is scared, that's why these claims and allegations against us. BJP calls this a show of anarchy. Manish Sisodia showing that it's a show of strength on a Monday morning today in national capital, where the central Delhi streets were packed when he took out that rally heading to CBI headquarters. Over to you now, Shreya. I've just read out some of the questions that you all have been sending us and that the CBI and investigators likely to ask. Now, that's a different perspective, because that's what the probe is going to do, but it's become a political issue. Since today morning, Manish Sisodia and Aam Aadmi Party ensuring that despite Arvind Kejriwal in Goa, they put out first a family show, then at the Rajghat. Why a show of strength? But that's where it ends here, isn't it?
Well, exactly. That's what ends over here, because it's the CBI's line of jurisdiction that begins from where I am standing right now. Till here, we saw the Aam Aadmi Party create a great show of strength ahead of the Gujarat elections, trying to send out a political message. That's what they've been doing from day one, that the case has been registered by the CBI. They say that this is nothing but vendetta politics. It's because the Aam Aadmi Party was looking forward to do some good work in Gujarat, bring in some educational changes, and that's the reason the BJP's come out and attacked Manish Sisodia. We saw Arvind Kejriwal elevate Manish Sisodia to the level of Bhagat Singh, saying this is a fight for a second round of independence. So that's exactly what is happening politically. But why is it crucial, Pooja, to talk about the investigation when it comes to what the CBI is unearthing right now? As you were mentioning on those questions, it's very crucial and important to know that what will be Manish Sisodia's response, because very clearly there were a handful of businessmen who were given certain perks in that excise policy, and they were the ones who made money. And despite the fact that there was a huge sale in liquor, there were loss in revenue. So there are questions that Manish Sisodia will have to have very strong counters to. If not, it's going to be a long, long day, and we might just see some more rounds of summoning. While the Aam Aadmi Party has already gone a step ahead and preempted that he'll be arrested, one thing that we can say from here, that it's going to be a long day. There can possibly be multiple summons, because the tension for Manish Sisodia only starts from here, as CBI has summoned him today, and I believe the questioning will begin any time from now.
Right, for our viewers just tuned into India Today, to help you understand how did this Liquorgate dangle start. It was a liquor excise policy that was implemented in November 2021 last year. In less than a year, with the Lieutenant Governor also intervening, it became a Liquorgate, which means there were allegations of corruption, allegations of kickbacks, and was withdrawn in September 2022. But primarily because the policy was about giving liquor brands and the ability and opportunity to operate to private vendors as opposed to primarily in many ways the government vendors, and therefore because it was given to private vendors as well, that is where the kickbacks allegations started to come in, that were there some specific businessmen of private groups that were given favors. But Manish Sisodia, while right now is facing that questioning inside, outside they have ensured from the control that they have, at least within the cadre, that what comes out is a spectacle, is a show of strength, is a personal moment of their family giving a send-off like he's going to a war. Then he goes for a show of strength on the streets in Delhi. Even though a massive inconvenience to office goers, remember this was between 9 to 10:30 a.m. That's a packed office hour for central Delhi, but it was all traffic snarl because of Aam Aadmi Party rally. The Delhi police caught off guard what to do. They had deployed their personnel at the residence, expecting a law and order situation of support or protest there. But what turned out was a full-fledged celebration that this is a fight for freedom that we are leading from Delhi, because the BJP fears that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to contest elections in Gujarat. But that's the politics of it. India Today Shreya Chatterjee is at the CBI headquarters to tell us primarily of this investigation. Now, do tell us, and specifically for the viewer, Shreya, this is not just about the CBI. Even the ED is exploring the money laundering investigation. So these are two agencies, top agencies right now probing Manish Sisodia.
Well, indeed so, Pooja. You know, there are two specific investigations that's running into the Delhi excise policy alleged scam that's taken place. One by the CBI, which is looking into the corruption angle, how the corruption took place, how favors were given, how undue lobbying was also done. And then there was somewhere down the line the excise policy that was to come out only from the top bureaucrats and those in government offices. How did businessmen have a say in this? That's what the CBI is unraveling. On the other hand, the Enforcement Directorate is looking into the money angle. There were alleged kickbacks that were received. The money was obviously channeled through different individuals. One lobbyist was transferring the money to one middleman, which is here being alleged as the close aide of Aam Aadmi Party, Vijay Nair, who was then forwarding it to the party officials. So this is the scam that the ED is looking into so far as the monetary angle is concerned. CBI's investigation very particularly revolves around the corruption angle. That's the reason we've seen the kind of questioning that will also revolve around that Manish Sisodia will have to face is about how, despite there being a rise in sale, there were revenue losses, and why did certain businessmen have a say in how the liquor policy will be framed. So if there has to be some solid backing when Manish Sisodia will be responding to the questions, because as CBI, we can't just say that it's only the CBI right now, because there are two investigative agencies and definitely zero respite for Manish Sisodia when it comes to the Delhi excise policy scam.
So that is Shreya Chatterjee helping us understand precisely what this day is going to be. The BJP has been all guns blazing today morning, saying this is a show of anarchy. Dr. Shambhit Patra said, Kattar Imandar, a term that was used by Arvind Kejriwal for Manish Sisodia, which is absolute honesty, is now Kattar Beiman, absolute dishonesty, referring to the Aam Aadmi Party. It's a political war of words on one side. It is investigation on another. Remember, even for the investigators now, it will be very crucial that they manage to bring out solid evidence, because if that does not happen, Aam Aadmi Party will use it as vindication, will then move forward. And knowing Aam Aadmi Party, they will immediately turn this into a big opportunity. If they manage to get an evidence, if Manish Sisodia gets arrested, it will be advantage the BJP to again show this is corruption in Delhi. So it's going to be very important of how it plays out politically. So investigators have a tough job also with them right now. Shreya Chatterjee joining us, other reporters also as well. But what are the netas, what are the political opponents saying? Let's listen in to Manoj Tiwari.
कि जनता के द्वारा इतने भारी बहुमत से चुने हुए लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और उनके साथी मनीष सिसोदिया ये दिल्ली को लूटने में इतना दिमाग लगाए हैं। दिल्ली को शराब नगरी बना करके भी अगर लूट होती है तो लूटेंगे, ऐसा पाप किया है। और हजारों करोड़ की लूट हुई है। दिल्ली के राजस्व का भी काफ़ी नुकसान हुआ है। तो ऐसे में अगर सारे साक्ष्य जुटाकर सीबीआई कदम फूंक करके आज इस कदम पे पहुंची है कि सीबीआई कोर्ट में पेशी हो, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि किसी को इसमें ऐतराज़ होना चाहिए। और अपराधी चाहे जो भी हो, कितना भी बड़ा हो, उसके साथ कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई और अगर दोषी है तो कड़ी सजा भी होनी चाहिए, इसके हम पक्षधर हैं।
मनीष सिसोदिया कह रहे हैं ये सब एलिगेशन झूठे हैं और गिरफ्तारी करने की कोशिश की जा रही है, उनको गिरफ्तार किया जाएगा जिससे वो आने वाले इलेक्शंस में ना जा सकें स्टेट में।
अरे भैया, इलेक्शन में वो जाएं, आज कल भी जा रहे थे, परसों भी जाएंगे। उत्तराखंड नहीं गए थे क्या? गोवा नहीं गए थे क्या? क्या मनीष सिसोदिया जी अरविंद केजरीवाल उत्तर प्रदेश नहीं गए थे क्या? छत्तीसगढ़ नहीं थे गए थे क्या? मध्य प्रदेश, सब जगह तो हम उनको मिले हैं एयरपोर्ट पे। तो जाकर के कौन सा तीर मार लिए? इसकी बात छोड़िए, चुनाव से और अपराधी के सजा से कोई मतलब नहीं।
Lok Sabha Member of Parliament Manoj Tiwari criticizing the Aam Aadmi Party. So this is what happened today morning. If you're just tuning into India Today, seeking the blessing from his wife and mother-in-law, a tilak on the forehead, touching the feet, and then a yellow scarf on his shoulder by the mother-in-law. Then he, via the Aam Aadmi Party office, take this mega show of strength and eventually reach the CBI office. Take a look closely at what is this case about. Sameer Mahindru, who's currently under arrest, was the MD of Indo Spirits. He's alleged to have paid about 2 to 4 crore rupees to one Arjun Pandey, who then gave money to Vijay Nair. He's the Aam Aadmi Party communications in charge, has been a close aide of the top leadership, has managed a lot of communication affairs, so to say, their strategies. These two close associates then gave money to Manish Sisodia, Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister, who was managing at this point the excise policy. It was implemented in September 2022. In less than a year, amid irregularities allegation, it was withdrawn. The liquor excise policy was one free for free alcohol in Delhi.
गुजरात में भारतीय जनता पार्टी बुरी तरह से हार रही है और आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनने वाली है। इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते।
बीजेपी बुरी तरह से हार रही है और ये मुझे जेल में डाल के रखना चाहते हैं। मेरे खिलाफ ना कुछ निकला, ना कुछ निकलेगा और अब मुझे जेल में भी डाल देंगे तब भी। आज गुजरात का बच्चा चुनाव लड़ रहा है, आज गुजरात का आम आदमी चुनाव लड़ रहा है। इस बार गुजरात का चुनाव गुजरात के लोग एक आंदोलन की तरह, शिक्षा के आंदोलन, स्वास्थ्य के आंदोलन, बिजली के आंदोलन की तरह लड़ रहे हैं। मुझे जेल में डालने से ये गुजरात में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की हार को बचा नहीं पाएंगे। मैं आज पहली बार अपने आप में वो गर्व महसूस कर रहा हूँ कि जिस तरह से हमारे देश के शहीदों ने, हमारे देश को आज़ाद कराने वाले लोगों ने देश की जनता के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी और वो जेल में गए। जिस तरह से बापू को षड्यंत्र में फंसा के अंग्रेजों की सरकार ने झूठे मुकदमे कर करके जेल में भेजा, आज मेरे ऊपर भी एक फर्जी मुकदमा करके मुझे जेल भेजने की तैयारी की जा रही है। आज गुजरात में भाजपा बुरी तरह से हार रही है, इसलिए घबरा के मेरे ऊपर फर्जी मुकदमे करा के जेल भेज रहे हैं आज। तो मुझे गर्व है कि मैं इस काम आ सकूं कि देश के लिए कोई कुर्बानी दे सकूं। मैं सच के रास्ते पे चल रहा हूं, मैंने कहीं कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं किया। इन्होंने पूरा मेरा घर छान मारा, मेरे बैंक लॉकर छान मारे, मेरे गांव में छान मारा, इन्होंने मेरे आसपास सब छान मारा। इनको मेरे भ्रष्टाचार का कोई सबूत नहीं मिला। अब ये मुझे जेल भेजने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो मैं जेल जाने के लिए भी तैयार हूं। मुझे डर नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे गर्व है इस बात पे कि देश के लिए कुछ कर दिखाने का मौका है। लोग वर्षों इंतजार करते हैं, जन्मों इंतजार करते हैं, तब कुछ करने का मौका आता है। मेरे लिए सौभाग्य की बात है। जब आज़ाद भारत के इतिहास में किसी ने शिक्षा पे बात करने की कोशिश की है, स्कूल अस्पताल पे, नौकरियों पे बात करने की कोशिश की है, उसको इसी तरह से सजाएं दी गई हैं। आज़ादी के पहले भी जब लोग आज़ादी के लिए मांग करते थे, उन्हें झूठे केसे में फंसा के इसी तरह से जेल भेजा जाता था। मेरे लिए भी ये गर्व की बात है। बहुत धन्यवाद।
गुजरात के चुनाव में अब तारीखें आने वाली हैं। मनीष सिसोदिया जी के वहाँ कार्यक्रम लगे हैं, आज उनको गिरफ्तार किया जाएगा। इसलिए ये पूरी कवायद की जा रही है कि गुजरात के चुनाव से मनीष सिसोदिया जी को दूर रखा जाए। दूसरी बात क्या है कि आपने सारी तरह की जांच करा ली, 14 घंटे सीबीआई ने उनका घर खोद डाला, गद्दे फाड़ दिए, तकिए फाड़ दिए, ना कोई बेनामी संपत्ति मिली, ना कोई एक भी रुपया कोई बरामद हुआ, ना उनके लाकर से कुछ मिला। तो ज़बरदस्ती आप एक आदमी को, खाली जो आदमी दिल्ली के शिक्षा के लिए अच्छा काम कर रहा है, गुजरात में हार की हताशा साफ तौर पे बीजेपी को दिख रही है, जिसके कारण से ये कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं।
आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि आप लोगों ने इसे पूरा एक इवेंट बना दिया है, इलेक्शन कैंपेन लग रहा है, बड़ी संख्या में कार्यकर्ता आ गए हैं, मैसेजिंग बड़ी है, तो क्या संदेश देना चाह रहे हैं आप लोग?
देखिए, ये आजादी की दूसरी लड़ाई है। जो लोग देश के लोगों के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, जो लोग सत्येंद्र जैन जी जैसे लोग दिल्ली के लोगों को मोहल्ला क्लिनिक दे रहे हैं, मनीष सिसोदिया देश के लाखों बच्चों की शिक्षा के लिए काम कर रहे हैं, उनको जब जेल भेजा जाएगा तो दिल्ली के लोग, देश के लोग सड़कों पे तो उतरेंगे।
बीजेपी बार बार ये कह रही है कि ये शिक्षा या स्वास्थ्य मंत्री पर नहीं है, ये आबकारी मंत्री पर कार्रवाई की गई है। आप लोग बौखला गए, ये ऐसे आरोप लगा रही बीजेपी कांग्रेस।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी बताए ना, एक पैसे के भ्रष्टाचार को वो आज तक साबित कर पाई है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी बताए ना कि मनीष सिसोदिया जी के घर पे जब रेड हुई तो वहाँ पे क्या मिला, मनीष सिसोदिया के ऑफिस में जब रेड हुई तो वहाँ पे क्या मिला, मनीष सिसोदिया के पैतृक गाँव में रेड हुई तो वहाँ पे क्या मिला। आज तक ऐसे किसी सवाल का जवाब भारतीय जनता पार्टी नहीं दे पाई।
इस तरह की भीड़ हमने नॉर्मली चुनावी कैंपेन में देखी है।
ऐसे लिकर माफियाओं को दिया गया जिन्होंने 6% कमीशन किस प्रकार से आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं को कैश कलेक्टर्स के माध्यम से दिए हैं, जिसका इस्तेमाल पंजाब चुनाव में हुआ है, क्या ये सच है या नहीं है? क्या बाकी के भी कानूनों का उल्लंघन करके बड़ा फायदा शराब माफिया को पहुंचाया गया या नहीं पहुंचाया गया? इसका जवाब देने के बदले जब भी भ्रष्टाचार की आंच पहुंचती है आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं तक, तब वो कभी अपनी तुलना भगत सिंह जी के साथ करते हैं, कभी महात्मा गांधी जी के साथ करते हैं, कभी कन्हैया जी के साथ और कान्हा के साथ करते हैं। क्या देश के लिए जिन्होंने स्वतंत्रता सेनानी के रूप में अपने आप को बलिदान किया, जिन्होंने 23 वर्ष की उम्र में अपने आप की कुर्बानी दी, आज उन लोगों की तुलना उन शराब माफियाओं से की जा रही है जिन्होंने देश के भविष्य को अंधकार में ढकेलने का काम किया है, जिन्होंने घर घर मोहल्ले मोहल्ले में नशा पहुंचाने का काम किया है, जिन्होंने कानून को तोड़कर भ्रष्टाचार करने का काम किया है। तो आज ये कांग्रेस पार्टी की देखा देखी आम आदमी पार्टी भी उसी प्रकार से भ्रष्टाचार बचाओ आंदोलन कर रही है जैसे कांग्रेस पार्टी ने सोनिया गांधी और राहुल गांधी के विषय में किया था जब उनको ईडी ने समन किया था। इंग्लिश में करते हैं।
It's a full-blown political war of words while the BJP is attacking the Aam Aadmi Party. Listen in now to Shehzad Poonawala of BJP.
CBI summoned Manish Sisodia in excise policy scam.
Today, accused number 1, Manish Sisodia, has been summoned as per the law by the CBI for investigation. But instead of cooperating with the investigating agencies, in the name of Shakti Pradarshan, what we are seeing is a Bhrashtachar ka Bhakti Pradarshan on the streets of Delhi being orchestrated by the Aam Aadmi.
Now, very interestingly, today, Manish Sisodia, who's facing these allegations and also jibes from the BJP, ensured that at every opportunity he got today, that he spoke to the media person, starting from his house, flanked by Atishi and Sanjay Singh, then en route from atop the vehicle, taking over a microphone, speaking and saying that this is deliberate because they want to contest Gujarat elections. Then, just when he came out of the Rajghat, he said, just like Bapu was attacked, I have also been attacked today by the BJP. But the BJP is not far behind either. Here's what BJP has been targeting him with.
आपने ब्लैक लिस्टेड कंपनी को कमीशन लेने के बाद ठेका दिया या नहीं दिया? आपने जवाब नहीं दिया। कानूनन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स को रिटेल के सेक्टर में उतारना गैर कानूनी है। ये जो दारू घोटाला आपने किया, क्या उससे दिल्ली के राजस्व को, स्टेट एक्सचेकर को नुकसान हुआ या नहीं हुआ? आपने उसका जवाब नहीं दिया। आपने इन शराब माफिया ठेकेदारों का माफ किया। किसके कहने पे माफ किया? अपने यारों का 144 करोड़ रुपया क्यों माफ किया, जबकि ये गैर कानूनी था? यहां वहां की बात करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है। आप जवाब इसलिए नहीं दे रहे हैं क्योंकि आप जानते हैं आपने और केजरीवाल जी ने मिलकर करोड़ों रुपए का घपला किया है, मोटा माल कमाया है। और
कल तक क्रांतिकारी लोग, देश के लिए लड़ मरने वाले लोग अपनी माता से, धर्मपत्नी से आशीर्वाद लेकर जाया करते थे। आज कैसा माहौल बदल दिया अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने। चोर, जेब कतरे, नशा तस्करों से पैसा लेने वाले लोग, पूंजीपतियों की जेबें भरने वाले लोग, बस घोटाले में कमीशन लेने वाले लोग, स्कूल घोटाले में कमीशन लेने वाले लोग और शराब नशा परोस कर करोड़ों रुपए इकट्ठे करने वाले मनीष सिसोदिया जैसे लोग आज आशीर्वाद का ढोंग रचा रहे हैं। मां से आशीर्वाद ले रहे हैं, धर्मपत्नी से टिक्का लगवा रहे हैं और राजघाट पर जा रहे हैं। क्या क्रांति ले आए अरविंद केजरीवाल तुम।
The Monday morning today started with a full-blown political spectacle. Manish Sisodia was supposed to be reaching at 11 a.m. CBI headquarters. He ensured it becomes a colourful view and also targeted the BJP, starting from his wife and mother-in-law, giving him a tilak on the forehead, and then Sanjay Singh and Atishi escorted him till the gate. A 5-minute theoretical distance between his house to the Rajghat took 1 hour. Flanked by hundreds of supporters, workers, MLAs, sans Arvind Kejriwal, who's presently in Gujarat campaigning for the party. When they reached Rajghat, a solemn moment, hands folded, came out and said, like Bapu was attacked by the British imperialists, I'm being attacked today by the BJP, putting him on a pedestal like the father of the nation. All of this ended at the doorstep of the Central Bureau of Investigation, where he had to walk alone, escorted by senior officials and investigators. But he ensured, even though alone there, he's waving, smiling. Aam Aadmi Party wants to project him till any claim or allegations are proven by the agencies that they come across as they are the real revolutionaries. Remember, this is amid a debate. The Congress keeps targeting the Aam Aadmi Party that they are the B team of the BJP. Here, the Aam Aadmi Party is taking on the BJP. But what are the serious allegations? Let's not forget, spectacle on one side, serious charges of receiving kickbacks of crores of rupees on another. Both the ED and the CBI are right now investigating Manish Sisodia and his close aide. What is the case about? There have already been arrests that have taken place in this case. What CBI is going to ask Sisodia is, do you know businessman Vijay Nair? Vijay Nair is currently under arrest. He's been the communications in charge. He's been close to the party. But because of his arrest in the same case, the question will be, how close are you to Vijay Nair? There are going to be questions about Sameer Mahindru, the main businessman at the center of the controversy, who's also been taken into custody. Because that's where it's going to come to, how did you know specific businessmen of private groups who were given tenders, who were part of the implementation of the policy of liquor excise that was eventually withdrawn in September 2022. It was implemented in 21 September. Less than a year, it was withdrawn. So CBI's questionnaire that has been readied for Manish Sisodia. So how did you meet him? That's going to be the first question. Remember, India Today reporters who are closely tracking the investigating agencies have this inside scoop for you. A list of questionnaire by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Do you know businessman Vijay Nair? Did you meet him? Why was accused Vijay Nair involved in formulating liquor policy? A question because how can a private businessman be involved in the liquor policy of the government? Didn't you realize the new excise policy would hit government revenue? This with allegations specifically coming in from the Lieutenant Governor's office that there were crores of rupees of revenue that was hit, loss of the exchequer to the government. Now it gets more personal. Who in your government was getting cuts from these profits? How much profit did you get? Why were only select businessmen part of the new policy? Manish Sisodia will have to explain all of this. Investigators will have to be convinced that he's speaking the truth. If possible, he can provide evidence. Any quid pro quo arrangement between your government in Delhi of the Aam Aadmi Party and these businessmen? Were they giving you some money to be a part of this excise policy? How were Telangana netas suddenly getting linked to a liquor policy deal in Delhi? Why would the Telangana politicians be involved here? Did you meet any Telangana neta on liquor policy? This is how it gets slightly more political than just about corruption allegations against AAP. And all of these questions, remember, are the inside scoop. No other channel has the details of what the CBI is going to ask Manish Sisodia. And now Manish Pandey joins me for the latest. And that, Manish, you've been tracking the liquor excise policy allegations and how the ED and the CBI have been raiding Manish Sisodia and close associates. 2 people already arrested. How is this questioning going to be direct, straight to the point, will not be circling around about possibilities and probabilities?
Well, Pooja, as far as today's questioning of Manish Sisodia is concerned, remember, the CBI claims that this summon was issued to Manish Sisodia after they had solid evidence against Manish Sisodia, and that is why he was summoned. On the allegations that this is a political vendetta, CBI claims that they are a professional investigative agency, and as a professional investigative agency, when they were in possession of certain material evidence in the case, that is when they decided to summon Manish Sisodia, and right now as we speak, Manish Sisodia is being questioned. Now today's questioning is going to be in 3 parts. The first one is going to be on the corruption angle, the second one is going to be on the policy, and third is the quid pro quo in this case. Now as far as the corruption angle is concerned, remember, when the CBI had received the complaint, then there was a preliminary investigation by the Central Bureau of Investigation of almost 2 weeks, and during the 2 weeks probe, the CBI got to know that at least there were 2 instances where a close aide of Manish Sisodia, allegedly Vijay Nair, the communication in charge of Aam Aadmi Party, he was involved in 2 monetary transactions. One was of 1 crore rupees of bank transaction, and second was of a cash transaction of 2 to 4 crore rupees through Samir Mahendru, a liquor businessman, and then another person, Arjun Pandey. Now that is going to be the corruption angle. Now CBI claims that since then they have recorded statements of more than 10 people. They have got the money tail, and based on which Manish Sisodia will not be only questioned but also confronted with the documentary evidence. Second, they are going to question regarding the policy. What CBI suspects at this point of time is that the entire policy was designed in a way that the liquor businessman can generate huge amount of profit, and that profit was also being given to the politicians in Aam Aadmi Party. And third and most important is going to be, this is not limited to Delhi, but also there are politicians of Telangana who were linked to this Delhi excise policy case.
This is where it gets slightly more murkier. This is not just about Delhi netas. Manish, I do have a quick question here. Do help us understand, because the Aam Aadmi Party has been claiming Manish Sisodia arrest ho jayenge, inko CBI pakad ke le jayegi. What is the probability of that arrest? Is that a likelihood that can happen so early as the questioning has started of Manish Sisodia by the CBI? On what basis is the Aam Aadmi Party claiming that the CBI may just arrest him today?
Well, I have spoken to several officials in the Central Bureau of Investigation. The sense I have got is that today's questioning will not get over in one day. Okay. This questioning will at least go for 2 to 3 days, and then only CBI will decide whether he'll be arrested or not. As far as today's possibility of Manish Sisodia getting arrested, it is slightly low. Only if CBI has a CBI covers all the questions today, then only they will decide to arrest Manish Sisodia or not. But my personal opinion is that today he is not getting arrested. It will be only after 2-3 summons to Manish Sisodia, and at least he will be given fair chance to explain himself before the investigators.
A fair and an important chance, and Manish Sisodia better be prepared with words and evidence, because otherwise, as the party itself is claiming, he could just be arrested. Remember, we're talking about Minister Satyendra Jain already behind bars. We're talking about MLA Amanatullah Khan already behind bars. We're talking about Mantri of Transport Department that he had handled, Kailash Gehlot, facing allegations of a transport scam of the new buses. And now, a news tightening for Manish Sisodia. Will he be able to wade out? Remember, Manish Sisodia is one of the top netas, the closest confidant of Arvind Kejriwal, his right-hand man. So was Satyendra Jain, who's now under arrest of right now after the investigating agency said he's also involved in corruption. Let's go across now to Amit Bharadwaj. Amit, you closely track the Delhi politics and also what's been happening with regard to the investigating agencies. It's been 1 hour now, almost, that Manish Sisodia entered smiling, but the questioning is underway. It will be very strict questions. But how was the day like? You spoke to Aam Aadmi Party netas, and there are serious allegations, but they are coming across as they are defiant, as they have done nothing wrong in the words being chosen, Amit, even to you. Second fight to freedom. Like Bapu was attacked, I am being attacked. I want to fight Gujarat elections, they won't let me. Very, very thought out strategy here.
Yes, Pooja, in politics it is often said that perception is the most powerful thing, and that is what Aam Aadmi Party understands. And you see, Manish Sisodia is inside the CBI headquarters, and right there, Sanjay Singh asking supporters to keep on sloganeering. Durgesh Pathak, another senior leader, Atishi, Kuldeep Kumar, and along with them is Gopal Rai, Delhi AAP convener, sitting on dharna of sorts outside the CBI headquarters. गोपाल जी, सवाल यही उठ रहा है बार बार कि सीबीआई की पूछताछ है, करप्शन का आरोप है, लेकिन आप लोग इसको जश्न में तब्दील कर रहे हैं।
ये करप्शन का मैटर नहीं है, ये गुजरात के इलेक्शन का मैटर है। करप्शन के लिए तो मोदी मनीष जी घर पे छापा मारा, इन्होंने कुछ नहीं मिला, बैंक छापा मारा, घर छापा मारा, देश भर में 150 जगहों पे छापा मारा, तो अब करप्शन का मैटर है ही नहीं, कुछ मिल ही नहीं रहा है। ये गुजरात के इलेक्शन का मैटर है, वहाँ डर लग रहा है, इसलिए सीबीआई की शरण में आती है बीजेपी।
संबित पात्रा ने हमला बोला है, वो कह रहे हैं कि भ्रष्टाचार के मामले को लेके ये चुनावी माहौल बना रहे हैं।
चुनाव तो माहौल बिगड़ रहा है उनका वहाँ, इसलिए यहाँ पर सीबीआई की याद आ गई है, तो इससे हम डरने वाले नहीं है। वहाँ भी लड़ रहे हैं, यहाँ भी लड़ेंगे।
ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि सीबीआई आज अरेस्ट नहीं करेगी मनीष सिसोदिया को, ये सूत्रों के हवाले से आ रहा है, जो एजेंसीज को समझते हैं वो भी यही बात कह रहे हैं। फिर आप लोग ऐसा परसेप्शन क्यों बना रहे हैं कि आज ही अरेस्ट होगा?
एक सेकेंड, जब मर्जी तब अरेस्ट करें, हम तैयार हैं। जो मर्जी जो करना चाहें वो करें, हम तैयार हैं। हम हर कुर्बानी देने को तैयार हैं, लेकिन इनसे समझौता नहीं करेंगे। गुजरात में भी लड़ेंगे, यहाँ भी लड़ेंगे।
गोपाल जी, एक और सवाल, आज संभवतः मनीष जी को कई सारे सवाल पूछे जाएंगे। समीर महिंद्रू जिनको अरेस्ट किया गया है, अभिषेक बिनापोलई जिनको अरेस्ट किया गया, और आपके ही पार्टी के विजय नायर, तो हो सकता है कि दस्तावेजों और सवालों का सामना करना पड़ेगा मनीष सिसोदिया को। कितने तैयार हैं वो?
हम हर सवाल का जवाब देंगे, हम हर सवाल का जवाब देने को तैयार हैं।
Okay, so you were just hearing to Gopal Rai, Delhi AAP convener, saying that we are prepared for all possibilities. And outside the CBI headquarters, Pooja, the visuals once again, Sanjay Singh, Kuldeep Kumar, Ajay Dutt, all the Aam Aadmi Party MLAs from Delhi and supporters from Delhi NCR have assembled outside the CBI headquarters, and they are sort of agitating outside the CBI headquarters while Manish Sisodia is facing the questions from the CBI inside the CBI national headquarters. Back to you, Pooja.
Right, so hear the words carefully of what the Aam Aadmi Party netas are saying. Ready for a kurbani, a sacrifice. This is a fight for freedom. We are being treated how Bapu was treated by the British imperialists. They are using words to compare it to the freedom struggle that India has had of all these years against the British until 1947. This with serious corruption allegations of graft for the liquor excise policy against Aam Aadmi Party. We'll see how it turns out. I'm leaving you with these visuals of what happened today morning. It was a political spectacle. The BJP attacking the Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party saying we are defiant. Monday morning, absolutely not a slow news day. I'm heading into a very short break. When we return, we have a special telecast coming in about the Congress elections. Democracy at its best, claims the Congress party. Is it? Or is it just about Gandhi supervising differently? Nabila Jamal will get you the latest from that on the ground in Karnataka. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to India Today.
I don't read the news. I read between the lines to tell you the true version of events. The true story of our times.
To document grief, the toughest assignment for any journalist to be.
From those who matter.
Women politicians going to stick up for each other.
Of those who should matter. I document the truth. I don't distort the truth. I don't glamorize the truth. I don't gloss over the truth.
The ghosts of India's contentious medieval history have come knocking again.
I hustle for the truth. On the ground, in the newsroom, in the studio. I don't try to grab eyeballs.
I inform you to make you see the point.
To the Point with Preeti Chaudhary. At these times, only on India Today.
Do the rising petrol prices and inflation scare you? How much do you earn in a month? Well, the World Inequality Report will knock your socks out. And why? Because it says India stands out as a poor and unequal country with an affluent elite population. 15% of Indians earn less than Rs 5,000 every month, while 22% of the national income goes to the 1% rich community. The report flags a drop in global income during 2020, with about half the dip in rich countries and half in low income and emerging countries. Are we living in the prime of inequality? In 2019 and 20, among different employment categories, the highest percentage was of self-employed workers, which was 45.78%, followed by regular salaried workers 33.5% and casual workers 20.71%. Self-employed workers also belong to the lowest income categories. The report pegged the country's unemployment rate at 4.8% for 2019 and 20, and the worker population ratio at 46.8%. Let's not forget that this was the same time when the pandemic had hit the world. Clearly, the daily wage earners had no source of income during the lockdown period. Now, to address the wealthy population. In India, the wealthiest households are in urban areas, with as much as 74% of the urban population in the two highest wealth quintiles, as opposed to more than half of the rural population, which is 54%, which falls in the two lowest wealth quintiles. Chandigarh has the largest population of wealthy people. 79% of the population in Chandigarh falls in the highest wealth quintiles, followed by Delhi 68% and then Punjab 61%.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices.
Very good afternoon. You're watching Lunch Break. I'm Sneha Murdani. Let's tell you that today is a very, very hectic day when it comes to Indian politics. We have the Congress voting for its president and mega show of strength on the streets of Delhi city by Aam Aadmi Party as the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, second in command to Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, is being grilled by the CBI in the liquor scam. We're getting you all the details, the best ground reports right here. First, the headlines. After mega show of strength, the streets of Delhi, Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia appears before CBI in the Liquorgate case. India Today accesses CBI questionnaire. Sisodia to be grilled on links to accused businessmen and profit cuts.
अब ये मुझे जेल भेजने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो मैं जेल जाने के लिए भी तैयार हूं. मुझे डर नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे गर्व है इस बात पे कि देश के लिए कुछ कर दिखाने का मौका है.
BJP hits out at Sisodia. Calls their rally from AAP office to CBI office as the march of corruption to save both Kejriwal and his deputy.
और केजरीवाल जी ने मिलकर करोड़ों रुपए का घपला किया है, मोटा माल कमाया है.
D-Day in the Congress presidential poll saga as voting kicks off to decide if Kharge or Tharoor will lead the party. Sonia Gandhi casts vote in Delhi, tells India Today this is a historic moment for the Congress.
We're waiting for a long time for this case. Ma'am, are you happy? I've been waiting for a long time for this case.
Baba Ramdev launches alcohol and drug-free campaign, claims Bollywood is drowned in drugs, says Shah Rukh Khan's son was jailed after found with drugs, and Salman Khan consumes drugs as well.
Shah Rukh Khan का बच्चा ड्रग भी ले रहा था, सलमान ड्रग लेता है, आमिर का पता नहीं, न जाने कितने बड़े-बड़े जिनको फिल्म स्टार बोलते हैं, और एक्ट्रेस का तो भगवान ही मालिक है, चारों तरफ ड्रग्स.
Delhi Commission for Women Chief Swati Maliwal takes note of Miranda House shocker, where girl students were allegedly harassed by men who came to attend the Diwali fest. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates a two-day event titled Prime Minister Kisan Samman Sammelan 2022 today, under which 16,000 crores will be released as the 12th installment through direct benefit transfer. Well, that's a big question. Kaun banega Congress ka king? And to decode that and much more, I have with me my colleague Nabila, who's joining us from the Karnataka Pradesh Congress office. Over to you, Nabila.
Right, Sneha, indeed a big day. The Congress party presidential election has begun. We have Sonia Gandhi, and that's the big news. She's reacted for the first time right on the day when the Congress goes to elections for voting the new president for the party, a non-Gandhi face. Here's the big news. Sonia Gandhi has now reacted to this, saying that this was a day that she's been long waiting for. Remember, this is the same Sonia Gandhi who's an interim president of the party, and today she says she's been waiting for this day for an election and a non-Gandhi face to take over. Let's take a listen.
Ma'am, are you happy? I've been waiting for a long time for this case. Ma'am, are you happy? I've been waiting for a long time for this case. Ma'am, are you happy? I've been waiting for a long time for this case. Ma'am, are you happy? I've been waiting for a long time for this case.
All right, that's certainly a moment of happiness for the Congress interim president Sonia Gandhi. She's been interim for quite a while now. This is the first time in 24 years that the Congress has had internal elections to elect a president, a non-Gandhi face this time. So the Gandhi family seem quite elated. Let me cut across to Supriya, who's joining us, tracking the developments in Delhi. Supriya, I see in Karnataka, where Mallikarjun Kharge is the top contender for this post for Congress presidential polls. He is very hopeful that this is a change for the better. This is what the party is waiting for, so that they can make some real internal changes and understand what's gone wrong ahead of the 2024 polls. The Gandhi family face Sonia Gandhi, who's also an interim president for now, says that she's elated and has been waiting for this day. Did you really see genuineness in that statement?
Well, absolutely yes. And Nabila, as far as the Congress headquarters is concerned, everybody is supporting these big smiles. And I've been joined by Mr. Mukul Vasnik. We always eagerly wait for his press notes, because usually he tells who are the candidates for the election. This is a different kind of election. First and foremost, your take, because you have been associated with the party from a very long time. And it's a historic day today, when after 2 decades, the party is holding a presidential poll, at the same time also asking other political parties to follow what you guys are doing. What's your take on it, sir?
I think it's not after a period of 20 years that we are having such an election. 5 years back also we had an election for the post of Congress president, but that time there was only one person contesting. It was a unanimous election. All of us decided that we should back Rahul Gandhi ji for the post of Congress president. This time round we have 2 contestants. No doubt Congress president's position is an extremely important position. Over the years it has evolved into an institution, and therefore this is a very, very important important election, a historical election, and we look forward for the outcome on the 19th. And I do believe that whoever becomes the Congress president on the 19th will provide strength and vigor to the organization, and we will be able to face our challenges.
Also, how do you see the tenure of Mrs. Gandhi, one of the longest serving Congress president? When she came, the party was in a bad shape. She brought the party in power, not just in center, but in state. How do you see the entire journey of hers? Because you have also closely worked with her.
I believe that Mrs. Gandhi, the way she inspired all of us. You remember the time when she took over the charge of the Congress party. We were in a very difficult situation, and it was under her leadership that we regained the confidence of the people of India in 2004, 2009. It was because of her efforts that we could form the government at the center, and there were many other states where we were able to form the government. एक चीज ये कहना चाहूंगा कि सोनिया जी की सरलता, उनकी जिस तरह से काम करने की एक शैली रही है, उनकी प्रामाणिकता, ये हम सभी लोगों को बहुत प्रभावित करते रही। सिर्फ कांग्रेस के भीतर ही नहीं, बल्कि अन्य दूसरे राजनीतिक दल के नेता भी बड़े सम्मान के साथ सोनिया गांधी जी को हमेशा देखते रहे।
So this is what is coming from.
All right, I'm going to cut across to some big breaking news. Rahul Gandhi now, who's part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Rahul Gandhi right now is part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra. Congress presidential election is taking place. Rahul not missing his vote. In fact, a special booth has been created as part of the Yatra where Rahul Gandhi can cast his vote for this presidential poll. These are images that we get of Rahul Gandhi casting his vote, coming from areas close to Andhra Pradesh. That's where the rally has progressed towards, to Andhra. And that's precisely where Rahul Gandhi has cast his vote for the Congress presidential election. Remember, this is a secret ballot. All the 9,000 Congress Pradesh committee members will be casting their votes in a secret ballot. And all of this will be taken very safely in boxes to Delhi, and the counting will take place on the 19th. But for now, here you have Rahul Gandhi and about 50 of the Yatris, we believe. Apart from Rahul Gandhi, there are 50 Yatris who are part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra who are also casting their vote in a secret ballot. That's all been arranged for them to cast their vote, especially while on the move. Remember, it's now the fourth state that Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra is touching. They're right now on the move, over 1,000 kilometers that they've already covered. And right in the middle of this Yatra, this Congress presidential polls that's now taking place, where 9,000 people within the Congress are electing. Let me quickly cut across as Rahul Gandhi casts his vote. Ambika Soni speaking to my colleague Supriya.
Familiar with all the processes which have gone on within the Congress party. That speaks for our transparency. Today, it's a big day. It's an election day. No doubt, 9,000 delegates will cast their vote, 9,000 plus. And everybody likes to cast a vote and have a say. That unites me with the leadership. Okay? Now, what will happen? The issues were identified when Rahul Gandhi started the Padyatra. People's issues have always been the USP of the Congress. We have not had negative politics. It's today that circumstances are pushing us to reply to negative politics in a way we best can, because they don't recognize the sanctity of constitutional authorities, or they feel that there is no challenge, they can do what they like. But we are not going to give up our path. Now the new team, which whoever becomes the president will put across, he will discuss with everybody the past experiences of Congress President Sonia Gandhi and former President Rahul Gandhi, others. They will put them together. They will put them together, and the new leader will set the tone. I can't answer that question. I'm just a delegate to cast my vote with the hope that things will be better for the Congress party.
My final question, what about Mrs. Gandhi? You have worked with her. Anything about her?
No, lots about her. Lots. What all she's done, what all she's sacrificed, how she's gone through difficult situations, but not in a TikTok type of interview.
Well, that is the mood over here. I would like to quickly show you, Nabila, the place where the vote is being cast in AICC headquarters. This is the office of the Congress Party's election authority, and on the other hand, I'd like to show you the place where the vote is being cast. This is the polling booth. There are 36 polling booths across the country. One is in AICC headquarters also. We'd like to show you what is going on over here. The leaders are coming here. The polling agents are sitting there. Mr. Madhusudan Mistry is also here, and they're coming and casting their vote. All the top leaders, including Congress's outgoing president, Ms. Sonia Gandhi, was also present here. This is where the polling is taking place in AICC headquarters. Outside over here, you can see that leaders after leaders are present in large number. They are coming here, and we'd like to show you the mood over here. What is going on? There are senior leaders. We have just spoken to Ms. Ambika Soni as well as Mukul Wasnik, and we'll try to get in a word from other leaders also who are present here. Well, that's Mohsina Kidwai ji, who has come, another stalwart leader, an old leader of the party. We'll try to get in a word with her also. Ma'am, कितना ऐतिहासिक दिन है आज का, आज आप वोट डालने आई हैं।
बिल्कुल, देखिए ऐसा है कि हम लोग जो है डेमोक्रेसी में बिलीव करते हैं, और ये उसकी पहली निशानी है कि कांग्रेस का संविधान जब से बना है उसमें इलेक्शन जरूरी थे, और ये है उसका वो कि ये क्या कहते हैं, एक इनर डेमोक्रेसी की शुरुआत। जी, आपने सोनिया जी के साथ भी काम किया, राहुल जी भी जब थे तो आप तब भी काम कर रही थी। कैसी रही जर्नी, क्योंकि इतने लंबे दशक तक वो कांग्रेस की अध्यक्षा रही हैं। आज जब वो आई तो उन्होंने कहा कि मैं इस मोमेंट का इंतजार कर रही थी, बहुत स्माइल्स थी। कांग्रेस के भी जितने वरिष्ठ नेता आ रहे हैं सब आप ही की तरह मुस्कुरा रहे हैं, तो उनकी जर्नी को आप कैसे देखते हैं? देखिए, हम उनकी जर्नी को बहुत एक ऐतिहासिक जर्नी मानते हैं। एक बाहर से आई हुई लेडी जिसने अपने को पूरी तरह से हिंदुस्तानी औरत में ढाल लिया। हम लोग भी वैसे नहीं करते जैसा वो जिस तरह से वो करती हैं, तो ये उनकी एक बहुत बड़ी विशेषता है कि उन्होंने देश को बिल्कुल अपने अंदर उतार लिया, और इस देश की वतन परस्ती, इस देश की हुब्बुल वतनी, उस सब को उन्होंने अपने अंदर ले लिया है। तो ये बात एक बहुत आपने सही पूछा कि बड़ा ऐतिहासिक उनका पीरियड रहा, और हम सब आज भी मतलब लीडरशिप तो बहरहाल उनकी थी, है और रहेगी।
जी, और राहुल गांधी भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में निकले हुए, और यहाँ पे प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन चल रहा है जिसमें खरगे जी और थरूर जी का चुनाव जो कंटेस्ट हो रहा है, आप इसको कैसे देखते हैं?
देखिए, हम इसको देखते हैं कि ये इनर डेमोक्रेसी मैंने कही, और जो भी जीतेगा वो हमारा प्रेसिडेंट होगा। जो भी जीतेगा, कोई आपस की राइवलरी नहीं है, कोई एक पार्टी से दूसरी पार्टी नहीं लड़ रही। हम अपने आप में एक डेमोक्रेसी रखते हैं, और उसकी ये निशानी है कि कांग्रेस ने हमेशा डेमोक्रेटिक उस पे काम किया है, और हमेशा वो डेमोक्रेटिक उसकी वो है। तो मैं समझती हूँ कि ये एक बड़ी ऐतिहासिक घड़ी है कि आज सोनिया जी भी आई वोट डालने, हम सब आ रहे हैं, क्योंकि ये इनर डेमोक्रेसी है। और इस इनर डेमोक्रेसी
I'll quickly take a question from Mr. Rajiv Shukla, who's here. Sir, how do you see this election? And especially because there is election in Himachal also, you're coming from that area only. Everybody is saying that it's a historic moment. You have worked with Dr. Manmohan Singh ji also, you have worked with Sonia Gandhi ji also, even during Rahul Gandhi ji's tenure. What do you have to say about this moment, sir?
Well, I think, it's a very transparent, fair election which is taking place. That's the way democracy works. So, in Congress party, it's a completely democratic election which is being conducted. Everybody was free to contest. Whoever has filed nomination, they are in the fray, and we all are free to vote whoever we want to vote. So I think it's a very fair election, and this is the true democracy which Congress party is following.
Well, Nabila, this is what the scenes at the moment is. Mr. Anand Sharma has also reached here. Mr. Rajiv Shukla is also here. So leaders after leaders, delegates after delegates are coming here to cast their vote. Congress President Ms. Sonia Gandhi along with Priyanka Gandhi has already come here and given their votes. At the same time, Rahul Gandhi has cast his vote in that campsite of Bharat Jodo Yatra in Bellary. Back to you.
Right now, thanks Supriya for that. That's the buzz that you see in Delhi, and in Karnataka it's no different. You have people gathered in large numbers because you have the potential Congress president, Mallikarjun Kharge, who's seated right here, with all the other Karnataka stalwarts like DK Shivkumar Siddaramaiah, flanked by all of them. He's right now inside, who's just cast his vote, and I'd say that this is very important because Karnataka is going to elections. Kharge becoming the Congress president will really, it appears, bring in a lot of boost and impetus for the Karnataka Congress unit here. Let me quickly cut across to all those reactions coming in as Congress Pradesh, at least 9,000 of them, the members who are going to be casting their vote today. It will be taken in a secret ballot, taken to Delhi. The counting will take place on the 19th of October. So Mallikarjun Kharge, Shashi Tharoor, these are the two contenders facing off. And as much as people say that this may not be a free and fair elections, the Congress, the leaders within the party itself are stressing that this is absolutely controlled in such a way there is no scope for malpractice. It's a foolproof plan, basically, in a way that all votes are completely held secret and will be counted on that day. So nobody is favored whatsoever. Let me cut across to reactions from all across.
Today I called Mr. Kharge and I wished him well. And I said that, whatever has happened, we remain colleagues and friends. He's a respected elder of mine, and I look forward to working with him after this is over. And he said the same to you, he said, and I'm very grateful. We have to approach this in the right spirit. There is no enmity between us. Very, very confident, but of course this is an election in the hands of 9,000 party workers around the country, and my fate and the future of the Congress party is in their hands. I'm sure that whatever judgment they exercise will be in the best interest of the party.
Now let us see, this is an election. The result will be known only on 19th.
Yeah.
How can I predict now?
There's a lot of talk of Gandhi family weight behind you.
Again, same question you people are asking. I'm contesting the election on my own, and everybody supports me. Why you are discriminating Gandhi family, that family? Every delegate is supporting me.
Is this really an election, people ask, between him and Tharoor?
People can say what they want, but the 9,000 delegates get to choose who their next president will be. So everybody has their pros and cons. So does Mr. Tharoor and so does Mr. Kharge. Let the delegates decide who is best to lead the AICC.
We hear that the Congress High Command has thrown their weight behind Mallikarjun Kharge.
See, whether it's the Gandhi family or all the seniors of the Congress, they're very clear about it, saying that, look, we are having an election. Anybody was free to contest. Mr. Tharoor chose to contest and Mr. Kharge chose to contest. And that's about it. So nobody's throwing their weight around anybody here. The 9,000 delegates are there. They're not being influenced by anyone. They have been given a free will to vote for anybody. So let's see what happens.
With KPCC President Mr. DK Shivkumar, thank you so much for talking to India Today, sir. Sir, today the election process will start here in Bengaluru. How is the preparation going on?
It is going on. For Karnataka, it is a very proud moment. We have a candidate here. After a very long time, the Congress party, or a candidate from Karnataka, is contesting a big senior leader who entered the assembly in 72 with 50 years of legislative experience, being a CLP leader, being a legislative party leader and opposition leader in all the houses. A very big experienced leader. And I'm sure loyalty will pay him royalty.
But BJP is criticizing that this is just for a namesake. Mallikarjun Kharge or any president will be under Gandhi's.
So, I don't think. Let them explain what Nadda is doing. Is Nadda not taking the advice of Modi ji, Amit Shah ji, and various other leaders? See, they are also experienced leaders. Will you just throw out your father or your children out of your house? Will you not take your experiences and advice of them? It is obvious. So they are not able to digest our democratic process. Let them also conduct the election in their party. Let them all enroll the members and let them also conduct any political party. Let them also do it.
चुनाव जो हो रहे हैं इनर पार्टी डेमोक्रेसी का प्रतीक है चुनाव ये चुनाव उसका प्रतीक है कम से कम चुनाव के बहाने दोनों कैंडिडेट अपनी बात कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस के प्रिंसिपल पॉलिसी प्रोग्राम के बारे में चर्चा हो रही है संविधान के अनुरूप ही कांग्रेस के सिद्धांत, उनकी नीति, उसके कार्यक्रम बनते हैं। तो 70 साल, 75 साल हो गए देश को, उसी के आधार पर देश चलना है और चलना चाहिए।
कांग्रेस पार्टी हमारे देश की एकमात्र पॉलिटिकल पार्टी है जहां एक अपने संगठन के अंदर एक निष्पक्ष चुनाव आयोग बैठाया है। हमारे यहाँ एक TN सेशन के रूप में मधुसूदन मिस्त्री जी हैं, वो निष्पक्ष तरीके से चुनाव करा रहे हैं, पूरी पारदर्शिता से करा रहे हैं।
आज कांग्रेस पार्टी में चुनाव हो रहा है और इस चीज़ की सराहना की जानी चाहिए कि कांग्रेस एक अकेली ऐसी पार्टी है जिसमें पारदर्शिता से चुनाव हो रहा है। आज हर प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमेटी के मुख्यालय पर पूरे देश में मतदान हो रहा है। दोनों जो प्रत्याशी लड़ रहे हैं वो उनके जो पोलिंग एजेंट हैं वहाँ पे मौजूद हैं और एक पारदर्शिता से एक प्रक्रिया की जा रही है। उस प्रक्रिया की सराहना की जानी चाहिए।
आपसे सवाल नहीं करूंगा कि आप किसको वोट करने जा रहे हैं, पर आपको क्या लगता है पलड़ा किसका भारी?
आप करें सवाल न करें, मैं खरगे साहब को वोट करने जा रहा हूं क्योंकि मैं उनका प्रस्तावक हूं और उत्तर प्रदेश के 99% लोग खरगे साहब को वोट देने जा रहे हैं। आप सर्वे कर लो।
All right, is this election already decided? The questions, of course, many of them ask is that Mallikarjun Kharge has the weight of the Gandhi family. He has been complete loyalist, an out-and-out loyalist, as opposed to Shashi Tharoor, who was part of the G23 and opposed to the Congress's internal happenings. But Kharge believes that this is all a discussion and a debate of the past. He has spoken to me just now exclusively to India Today and elaborated on how he believes to make a fresh, or at least hopes to make a fresh start, and has a lot of changes that he wants to make for the Congress party that he has in mind. Let's quickly cut across, listen into what he has to say. I have with me Mr. Kharge joining us. The election state of Karnataka, Mr. Kharge, very important, right at a time when you're also standing for Congress presidential elections. How would you think this will benefit the state of Karnataka?
No, it is an internal election. It is nothing to do with general election. So in internal elections, we have to do according to our Indian National Congress rules and regulations. As per that rules and regulations, we are doing they are conducting the election. I am also one of the candidates fighting for the election. So there is nothing losing, winning. That will happen only when all state leaders together, they have to think for the strategy. That is a different thing. But today, before us, is only a Sangathan Chunav. That is important, and for that I have come here to cast my vote and also meet delegates, those who have come here. Whether they are voting for me or somebody else is not known. The election authority will knows in only 19th.
So, you know, as much as you may be downplaying this, there's a lot of talk on the outside on how this is an attempt to place a non-Gandhi face. But will this non-Gandhi face be able to take charge independently without the Gandhi family's influence?
Those debates were yesterday. Today I am going to vote. And what is to be done, what not to be done, how we should go, I have explained my during election campaign. And again, it is not necessary today, when we are voting, to repeat the same thing. Even India Today also had...
Just a quick word of assurance, sir.
No, whatever I said, the Udaipur declaration and other things, we'll implement step by step. I can't say everything will be done. तो मेरे पास तो जादू नहीं है, तो एक एक करके हम करना पड़ेगा. And without the cooperation of all the delegates, senior leaders, and our leaders, Sonia Gandhi ji, Rahul Gandhi ji, consulting everybody, we have to take part.
Sir, what would be your first step to revive the Congress party's prospects for 2024? Anything that you have first on your mind as the agenda to set right?
No, that I can't disclose now. Those strategies we can tell after 20th only. And you know that Udaipur declaration is only he's declared and given promises 4 months back. Everything is there. So we'll try to implement one by one.
You know, Shashi Tharoor and you, I hear in the morning, had a chat. Would you like to tell us if you all have wished?
No, it's not chat. Just to greet me, he telephoned. Then I responded it. And courtesy. And we are not enemies. We are friends. And we are fighting in one house. This is a united house. And where we are fighting election as per our constitution. There is nothing between him and us, any animosity or anything. We should forget whatever happened.
Tharoor said a lot of things, saying that if Kharge wins, it will be continuation of the Gandhi family. That was what.
No, that I don't want to comment again. These debates were over, and these things were whatever he wanted to say. He said whatever I wanted to explain about my stand, that I have explained. Now again it is the same thing is raking up. It's not good.
Right. A lot of doubts whether Kharge will be able to impress the pan-India audience of the Congress. Will you be able to reach out to the Hindi belt? Hindi may be slightly weak, so therefore the connect might just be missing. How would you rest those?
I don't want to reply all those questions. Now whatever campaign we have to do, we have done. He also done. And let us see, wait for elections.
So, a quick word for Karnataka state. You think Congress has a chance to come back? And with you now taking the presidential mantle if you win? Right. Well, we heard Mallikarjun Kharge and he seems quite with a spring on his feet, also very confident that this is for the better. I'm going to cut across to Sneha. Though Sneha, there's a lot of talk about whether or not Mallikarjun Kharge will make the cut. He is a tall leader undoubtedly, but does not come from the Hindi belt. So will he have that kind of connection with the rest of the rest of India who are Congress supporters or Congress workers? Will he be able to impactfully make changes in the party? Do take us through his strengths and weaknesses.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Nabila. You know, Nabila, you spoke about the Hindi belt, but the fact is that too is Shashi Tharoor's Kamzor Kadi as well. But to talk about the Kamzor Kadi, let's now talk about Mallikarjun Kharge and what really are his strengths at this point in time. Vast organization experience and administration experience when it comes to the Congress party. As far as the electoral base is concerned, that seems to be confined only to the Gulbarg region, and that is obviously a bit of a problem. What about the mass India appeal that really is required? Now he's won elections 10 consecutive times. That's a big strength and a big opportunity as well. Lost his Lok Sabha seat in the year 2019 when he was actually expected to win. That's when he lost. That came as a big disappointment to the Congress party. Extremely loyal to the Gandhi family, considered very close to the Gandhis, but in many ways not really considered a charismatic leader. That is something that seems to be missing when it comes to his personality. He's a leading south face in the Congress party, where the Congress again is trying to build its base. And unfortunately, age really isn't his strength. Age is something that really isn't on his side, and that is a bit of a problem. They're going straight to my colleague Supriya Bhardwaj from 24 Akbar Road with Anand Sharma right now.
For the renewal of the Congress, we will have elections to the working committee and the parliamentary board will eventually be restored.
Also, I would like to ask, you had raised along with some of your colleagues certain questions and suggestions. Now the elections are happening. Do you think that matters have been resolved, or no, will we see the party going in a new direction?
No dispute. To make suggestions for renewal and reform does not mean a dispute or a conflict. Thank you.
Also worked with Mrs. Gandhi. How do you see it? Because the longest serving Congress president.
Well, we are grateful to her. She has led us. We also won 2 elections. We formed government. There are ups and downs in politics. But yes, we are grateful to her for having presided over the Congress party for so long. And she'll always be there as a mentor. As we've said that the Nehru-Gandhi family will always remain integral to the collective leadership of the Congress.
Well, that was Anand Sharma ji speaking to us. He was one of the key G23 members, and he's saying everything is in past, and now the party will move into a new direction. A lot of all senior leaders who are present here. We had a word with Mr. Mukul Vasnik. At the same time, also Mr. Harish Rawat is also present over here. Sneha, what is really interesting is that it seems that there's a different strategy where the Congress party is now adopting. On one side, there is this new Congress president who will take over the integrities of the organization, will look into the matters. At the same time, there is Rahul Gandhi, who's leading the Bharat Jodo Yatra and going all out and reaching out to people, to the masses, and raising issues and also attacking the government. So Congress party has come up with a new strategy where you have two people.
You know, Supriya, what's very interesting.
Harish Rawat also, one quick question from him. Mr. Rawat.
Everybody is excited to cast his vote. As a voter, I am also excited to cast my vote.
Who has a better chance?
This is the fifth time that I will be casting my vote in Congress election process. And this is a miracle. This time, lot of public attraction as well as the media attraction has been attracted by the Congress party's this election process, and everybody now in the country, especially the new generation, has came to know about that the Congress has an election process. No other party has such process existing.
Achha, who has the edge, Mr. Tharoor or Mr. Kharge, your old colleague?
I'm going to cast my vote.
Overall, because you're one of the proposers also.
I'm being guided by the Mrs. Guidelines. But one thing I will like to make it clear, as a voter, I have learned many things from one person whom I see. ये मूर्तिमान रूप देखता हूँ जिनमें कांग्रेस का, तो मेरा मन उनको वोट डालेगा।
अच्छा, एक चीज बताइए, आपने भी बहुत लंबे समय तक मिसेस गांधी के साथ काम किया है। आज एक तरीके से कहा जाए तो उनका जो टेन्योर है वो खत्म हो रहा है, नया अध्यक्ष की बारी आएगी, 19 को अनाउंसमेंट हो जाएगा रिजल्ट का। कैसे देखते हैं उनका पूरा टेन्योर?
कांग्रेस जी के, सोनिया जी के मार्गदर्शन को देश और कांग्रेस कोई नहीं भूल सकता है, लोकतंत्र नहीं भूल सकता है, और आगे भी उनका मार्गदर्शन हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, और उनका मार्गदर्शन हमको मिलता रहे। भगवान उनको स्वस्थ रखे, और बिना उनके मार्गदर्शन के हमारी ये लड़ाई, जो परिवर्तन की लड़ाई है, जिसका नेतृत्व राहुल गांधी कर रहे हैं, दक्षिण से एक बयार के रूप में जो चल रही है, उत्तर की तरफ को आ रही है, तो वो परिवर्तन की लहर को जो है सोनिया जी का निरंतर आशीर्वाद चाहिए।
सवाल यही था कि राहुल गांधी जी को अब कैसे देखते हैं? कहा यही जा रहा कि फेस ऑफ द पार्टी तो वही है, क्योंकि ना सिर्फ कांग्रेस उनको सिर्फ एक फेस ऑफ कांग्रेस पार्टी प्रोजेक्ट करी, बट पूरे विपक्ष का फेस वही है।
सब टेक्निकल वर्ड हैं। राहुल गांधी जी भी कांग्रेस हैं, मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी भी कांग्रेस हैं, शशि थरूर भी कांग्रेस हैं, सोनिया जी भी कांग्रेस हैं, और कांग्रेस के लाखों कार्यकर्ता जो है कांग्रेस का फेस हैं, और इनमें अलग अलग भूमिकाएं हैं सबकी जो है। राहुल गांधी जी इस समय परिवर्तन की भावना को लीड कर रहे हैं। लोकतंत्र बचाने की जो भावना है, संवैधानिक लोकतंत्र की रक्षा की जो एक लोगों में भावना है कि कोई करे, तो वो कर गुजरने वाले व्यक्ति के रूप में, तपस्वी के रूप में राहुल गांधी दिखाई दे रहे हैं।
Well, this is what is happening at ground zero at the moment. What the latest is coming is that 60% vote has been already cast in the AICC headquarters. What we heard is there are approximately 75 votes and already.
Right, Supriya, you know, from what we see, is, of course, it seems like the Congress party internally is quite excited to have a non-Gandhi face. A lot of the senior Congress leaders across the country today, even in Karnataka that I spoke to, like for example DK Shivkumar, really believe that a non-Gandhi face will somehow bring the party cadre together overwhelmingly and will boost the prospects of the Congress ahead of the 2024 elections. But is this a fully free and fair election? DK Shivkumar actually was trying to arrange this entire election process here for Karnataka, spoke to me a little while ago, right after he cast his vote. Didn't tell me who he's cast his vote for, but let's take a listen what he said.
DK Shivkumar, again known as the Chanakya, the troubleshooter, the man who's really the problem solver for the Congress party. He is now seated here beside Mallikarjun Kharge, arranging for all the election to take place for Congress presidential polls. Sir, BJP keeps saying not free and fair, not free and fair. Do you think there's a moral standing for the BJP?
See, I'm not campaigning for Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge here. I'm the president. I'm arranging for the elections here. It is the voters who take a decision call their free and fair election, transparent election is going on. So I think people are expecting that naturally is from Karnataka, a senior leader with 50 years of experience, and the loyalty will pay him royalty.
So there's a lot of talk that Mallikarjun Kharge and Shashi Tharoor are constantly fighting. Tharoor said if Kharge comes, it will be continuation of Gandhi family.
No, it is wrong. Kharge was telling me that Mr. Tharoor spoke to him and congratulated him. What more do you want? It is that is what Mr. Kharge said me this morning.
You wanted Rahul Gandhi to be Congress president.
I was without Gandhi family, Congress party can't be strong. That is my firm commitment given today. But when Gandhi family refused to contest the election, it was the obvious choice. A senior leader with a rich experience has contested from Karnataka and is from my state. And all of them are helping him out.
So I really want to ask you, what do you think is the issue within the Congress party that needs to be fixed? Can you identify the issue? Is there something that you want to be?
No, already Mr. Rahul Gandhi has taken up this task. He wanted to engage with the people. He wanted to know the problem of the people. He wanted to unite this country. That is why he is taking a very big risk of walking the streets of this country, meeting lakhs and lakhs of people. Every day he meets nearly more than thousands of people, big number, and I think it is unimaginable.
Sir, Kharge comes from Karnataka. You think Kharge becoming Congress president will benefit Karnataka for elections?
Not only Karnataka, it will benefit the country. His experience, his loyalty and seniority will definitely help the party.
All right, so Kharge versus Tharoor, the face-off is intense, at least seemingly, at least that's what the Congress party is trying to project. But ultimately, it almost appears that Kharge has got the full backing of the Gandhi family as well as the senior leadership within the party. While on the other hand, Shashi Tharoor seemed to have the support from the younger cadre of the party, of the Congress party. He seems to be the face of change, while Kharge is the face of the... is really the symbol of what loyalty looks like with the Gandhi family. Let me cut across to Sneha, who will probably explain to us a quick understanding, Sneha, from you on what will be the real challenges of the Congress president who will finally take up the mantle on non-Gandhi face, the true challenges that he will face ahead.
Well, absolutely. You know, Nabila, I mean, think about this job. It's going to be so difficult, really, for the next Congress president to put things together when it comes to the challenges and how to build the party once again to enthuse the cadre with enthusiasm. The challenges for the next president of the Congress party, the fearsome pole missionary of the BJP, that is what the Congress president is going to be up against. That is something that he has to be dealing with. Implement changes and reforms within the Congress party. So hard it is. This is the grand old party, and things can get very, very difficult when it comes to reformation within the grand old party. Apart from that, dispel notions of being a proxy of the Gandhis, saying that if Kharge were to come to power as the Congress president, how is he then going to shrug off that badge of being somebody who's just a front for the Gandhis in that sense? Strike a balance between rival power centers within the Congress, and there are just way too many. You talk about any state, and that is a problem that the Congress president will have to be dealing with. Also, not to be seen as Gandhi's rubber stamp. How is that notion that either Kharge or Tharoor either will be shrugging away from? All of the leaders have come out and said that Congress president is a post, but Gandhis are the leaders of the Congress party. So that is again is going to be a big challenger for the next Congress president. End dissidents in various state units of the Congress party, be it Punjab or be it any other state, even in the northeast for that matter, Karnataka, which is up ahead for elections, that is going to be a huge challenge for the next Congress president. Rejuvenate the decaying party organization, a huge party, cadre across the country, but what about the organization in tatters in many states, in Uttar Pradesh, for example, where a lot of effort has to be put in. So not just in UP, but in various other states. We have some news just coming in. I'm being told the Prime Minister is speaking right now. Let's go straight to him.
स्वरूप हमें नजर आ रहा है। साथियों, भारत की खेती के सभी बड़े भागीदार आज रूबरू में और वर्चुअली पूरे देश के हर कोने में इस कार्यक्रम में हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण मंच से आज किसानों के जीवन को और आसान बनाने, किसानों को और अधिक समृद्ध बनाने और हमारी कृषि व्यवस्थाओं को और आधुनिक बनाने की दिशा में कई बड़े कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं। आज देश में 600 से ज्यादा प्रधानमंत्री किसान समृद्धि केंद्रों की शुरुआत हो रही है और मैं अभी यहां जो प्रदर्शनी लगी है उसे देख रहा था। एक से बढ़कर एक ऐसी अनेक टेक्नोलॉजी के इनोवेशन वहां है, तो मेरा मन तो कर रहा था कि वहां जरा और ज्यादा रुक जाऊं, लेकिन त्योहारों की सीजन है, आपको ज्यादा रोकना नहीं चाहिए, इसलिए मैं मंच पे चला आया। लेकिन वहां मैंने ये प्रधानमंत्री किसान समृद्धि केंद्र की जो रचना देखी, उसका एक जो मॉडल खड़ा किया है, मैं वाकई मनसुख भाई और उनकी टीम को बधाई देता हूं। ये किसान के लिए सिर्फ उर्वरक खरीद बिक्री का केंद्र नहीं है, एक संपूर्ण रूप से किसान के साथ घनिष्ठ नाता जोड़ने वाला, उसकी हर सवालों का जवाब देने वाला, उसकी हर आवश्यकता में मदद करने वाला ये किसान समृद्धि केंद्र बना है। साथियों, थोड़ी देर पहले ही देश के करोड़ों किसानों को पीएम किसान सम्मान निधि के रूप में 16,000 करोड़ रुपए की एक और किस्त उनके खाते में जमा हो गई। आप में से भी जो किसान यहां बैठे होंगे, अगर मोबाइल देखेंगे तो आपके मोबाइल पे खबर आ गई होगी कि 2,000 रुपये आपके जमा हो चुके हैं। कोई बिचौलिया नहीं, कोई कटकी कंपनी नहीं, सीधा सीधा मेरे किसान के खाते में पैसा चला जाता है। मैं इस दिवाली के पहले ही पैसे का पहुंचना, खेती के अनेक महत्वपूर्ण कामों के समय पैसा पहुंचना, मैं सभी हमारे लाभार्थी किसान परिवारों को, देश के कोने कोने में सभी किसानों को, उनके परिवारजनों को इस अवसर पर बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। जो एग्रीकल्चर स्टार्टअप यहां पर उसका जो आयोजन में आया है, मैं उन सबका भी जो हिस्सा ले रहे हैं, किसानों की भलाई के लिए उन्होंने जो नए नए इनोवेशन किए हैं, उनकी मेहनत कैसे कम हो, उनके पैसों में बचत कैसे हो, उनके काम में गति कैसे बढ़े, उनकी सीमित जमीन में ज्यादा उत्पादन कैसे हो, ऐसे अनेक काम ये हमारे स्टार्टअप वाले, हमारे नौजवानों ने किए हैं। मैं वो भी देख रहा था, एक से बढ़कर एक इनोवेशन नजर आ रहे हैं। मैं ऐसे सभी युवाओं को भी जो आज किसानों के साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, उनको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं और उनका इसमें भागीदार होने के लिए हृदय से अभिनंदन और स्वागत करता हूं। साथियों, आज वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर इसके रूप में किसानों को सस्ती और क्वालिटी खाद भारत ब्रांड के तहत उपलब्ध कराने की योजना है। ये शुरू हो गया आज। 2014 से पहले फर्टिलाइजर सेक्टर में कितने बड़े संकट थे, कैसे यूरिया की कालाबाजारी होती थी, कैसे किसानों का हक छीना जाता था और बदले में किसानों को लाठियां झेलनी पड़ती थी। ये हमारे किसान भाई बहन 2014 के पहले के वो दिन कभी नहीं भूल सकते। देश में यूरिया के बड़े बड़े कारखाने बरसों पहले ही बंद हो चुके थे, क्योंकि एक नई दुनिया खड़ी हो गई थी। इंपोर्ट करने से कई लोगों के घर भरते थे, जेब भरते थे, इसलिए यहां कारखाने बंद होने में उनका आनंद था। हमने यूरिया की 100% नीम कोटिंग करके उसकी कालाबाजारी रुकवाई। हमने बरसों से बंद पड़े देश के 6 सबसे बड़े यूरिया कारखानों को फिर से शुरू करने के लिए मेहनत की है। साथियों, अब तो यूरिया उत्पादन में आत्मनिर्भरता के लिए भारत अब तेजी से लिक्विड नैनो यूरिया, प्रवाही नैनो यूरिया की तरफ बढ़ रहा है। नैनो यूरिया कम खर्च में अधिक प्रोडक्शन का माध्यम है। एक बोरी यूरिया, आप सोचिए, एक बोरी यूरिया को जिसके लिए जरूरत लगती है वो काम हम नैनो यूरिया की एक छोटी सी बोतल से हो जाता है। ये विज्ञान का कमाल है, टेक्नोलॉजी का कमाल है, और इसके कारण किसानों को ये यूरिया के बोरे लाना, ले जाना, उसकी मेहनत, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का खर्चा और घर में भी जाकर के रखने के लिए जगह, ये सब मुसीबतों से मुक्ति। अब आप आए बाजार में 10 चीजें ले रहे हैं, एक बोतल जेब में डाल दिया, अपना काम हो गया। फर्टिलाइजर सेक्टर में रिफॉर्म्स के हमारे अब तक के प्रयासों में आज 2 और प्रमुख रिफॉर्म, बड़े बदलाव जुड़ने जा रहे हैं। पहला बदलाव यह है कि आज से देश भर की 3.25 लाख से अधिक खाद की दुकानों को प्रधानमंत्री किसान समृद्धि केंद्रों के रूप में विकसित करने के अभियान को आरंभ किया जा रहा है। ये ऐसे केंद्र होंगे जहां सिर्फ खाद ही मिलेगी ऐसा नहीं, बल्कि बीज हो, उपकरण हो, सॉइल टेस्टिंग, मिट्टी की टेस्टिंग हो, हर प्रकार की जानकारी जो भी किसान को चाहिए वो इन केंद्रों पर एक ही जगह पर मिलेगी। हमारे किसान भाई बहनों को अब कभी यहां जाओ, फिर वहां जाओ, यहां भटको, वहां भटको, इस सारी झंझट से भी मेरे किसान भाइयों को मुक्ति। और एक बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण बदलाव किया है, अभी नरेंद्र सिंह जी तोमर बड़े विस्तार से उसका वर्णन कर रहे थे। वो बदलाव है खाद के ब्रांड के संबंध में, उसके नाम के संबंध में, प्रोडक्शन की समान क्वालिटी के संबंध में। अभी तक इन कंपनियों के प्रचार अभियानों के कारण और वहां जो फर्टिलाइजर बेचने वाले लोग होते हैं, जिसको ज्यादा कमीशन मिलता है तो वो ब्रांड ज्यादा बेचता है, कमीशन कम मिलता है तो वो ब्रांड बेचता नहीं है। और इसके कारण किसान को जरूरत के हिसाब से जो गुणवत्ता वाला खाद मिलना चाहिए, वो इन स्पर्धा के कारण, भिन्न भिन्न नामों के कारण और वो बेचने वाले एजेंटों की मनमानी के कारण किसान परेशान रहता था और किसान भी भ्रम में फंसा रहता था। पड़ोस वाला कहता था कि मैं ये लाया, तो उसको लगता है मैं ये लाया हूं, मैंने तो गलती की, अच्छा छोड़ो इसको पड़ा रहने दो, वो मैं नया लाया लेके आता हूं। कभी कभी किसान इस भ्रम में डबल खर्चा कर देता था। डीएपी हो, एमओपी हो, एनपीके हो, ये किस कंपनी से खरीदे, यही किसान के लिए चिंता का विषय रहता था। ज्यादा मसूर खाद के फेरे में कई बार ऐसा भी ज्यादा देना पड़ता था और मान लीजिए उसके दिमाग में एक ब्रांड भर गई है, वो नहीं मिला और दूसरा लेना पड़ा, तो वो सोचता है चलो इसमें जरा पहले 1 किलो उपयोग करता था, अब 2 किलो करूं, क्योंकि ब्रांड दूसरी आई है पता नहीं कैसे, मतलब उसका खर्चा भी ज्यादा हो जाता था। इन सारी समस्याओं को एक साथ एड्रेस किया गया है। अब वन नेशन वन फर्टिलाइजर से किसान को हर तरह के भ्रम से मुक्ति मिलने वाली है और बेहतर खाद भी उपलब्ध होने वाली है। देश में आप हिंदुस्तान के किसी भी कोने में जाइए, एक ही नाम, एक ही ब्रांड से और एक समान गुणवत्ता वाले यूरिया की बिक्री होगी और ये ब्रांड है भारत। अब देश में यूरिया भारत ब्रांड से ही मिलेगी। जब पूरे देश में फर्टिलाइजर का ब्रांड एक ही होगा तो कंपनी के नाम पर फर्टिलाइजर को लेकर होने वाली मारामारी भी खत्म हो जाएगी। इससे फर्टिलाइजर की कीमत भी कम होगी, खाद तेजी से पर्याप्त मात्रा में उपलब्ध होगा। साथियों, आज देश में लगभग 85% हमारे जो किसान हैं वो छोटे किसान हैं। 1 हेक्टर 1.5 हेक्टर से ज्यादा जमीन नहीं है इनके पास। और इतना ही नहीं, समय के साथ जब परिवार का विस्तार होता है, परिवार बढ़ता है, तो उतनी छोटे से टुकड़े के भी टुकड़े हो जाते हैं। जमीन और छोटे छोटे टुकड़े में विभाजित हो जाती है। और आजकल जलवायु परिवर्तन देखते हैं हम, दिवाली तो आ गई, बारिश जाने का नाम नहीं ले रही है, प्राकृतिक प्रकोप चलता रहता है। साथियों, उसी प्रकार से अगर मिट्टी खराब होगी, अगर हमारी धरती माता की तबीयत ठीक नहीं रहेगी, हमारी धरती माता ही बीमार रहेगी, तो हमारी मां, उसकी उपजाऊ क्षमता भी घटेगी, पानी की सेहत खराब होगी तो और समस्याएं होगी। ये सब कुछ किसान अपनी रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में अनुभव करता है। ऐसी स्थिति में खेती की पैदावार को बढ़ाने के लिए, अच्छी उपज के लिए हमें खेती में नई व्यवस्थाओं का निर्माण करना ही होगा। ज्यादा वैज्ञानिक पद्धति को, ज्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी को खुले मन से अपनाना ही होगा। इसी सोच के साथ हमने कृषि क्षेत्र में वैज्ञानिक पद्धतियों को बढ़ाने, टेक्नोलॉजी के ज्यादा से ज्यादा इस्तेमाल पर बल दिया है। आज देश में किसानों को 22 करोड़ सॉयल हेल्थ कार्ड दिए जा चुके हैं ताकि उन्हें मिट्टी की सेहत की सही जानकारी मिले। हम अच्छी से अच्छी क्वालिटी के बीज किसानों को मिले, इसके लिए वैज्ञानिक तरीके से जागृत प्रयास कर रहे हैं। बीते 7-8 साल में 1700 से अधिक वैरायटी के ऐसे बीज किसानों को उपलब्ध कराए गए हैं जो ये बदलती जलवायु परिस्थिति है उसमें भी अपना मकसद पूरा कर सकते हैं, अनुकूल रहते हैं। हमारे यहां जो पारंपरिक मोटे अनाज मिलेट्स होते हैं, उनके बीजों की गुणवत्ता बढ़ाने के लिए भी आज देश में अनेक हब्स बनाए जा रहे हैं।
The Prime Minister at the Kisan Samman Sammelan talking about the kind of initiatives for farmers in the country and how India can take things forward as far as supplies to other countries and farm products is concerned. With that, it's time for a quick commercial break and news continues on the other side.
News is about putting people first.
Just look at the queues right across.
About asking the right questions to those in power.
Is money power being used to bring down elected governments? Who will be held accountable for ministerial corruption?
It takes no sides.
माँ का दर्द एक दर्द कोई नहीं समझ सकता उस दर्द को.
It reveals. It heals.
Angry people came out on the streets. Is this the kind of justice system we want in this country?
News is all heart and no hatred.
बिल्किस बानो आज क्या कहना चाहेंगी आप?
हमारे साथ जो हुआ है किसी के साथ भी नहीं होना चाहिए.
Experience the news. With me Rajdeep Sardesai, only on India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your
Sisodia's political natak in Delhi.
ये मुझे जेल भेजने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो मैं जेल जाने के लिए भी तैयार हूं, मुझे डर नहीं है.
Rallies, prayers before CBI appearance. Tika, Tilak and mega show of strength. AAP rallies behind Kattar Imandar.
आजादी की दूसरी लड़ाई है.
CF supporters with Sisodia.
You know, Aam Aadmi Party has converted this crisis into opportunity, and this looks like nothing less than an election campaign.
Arrest looms large. Sisodia on warpath. Delhi Liquorgate dangle. It's a big story we're tracking at this hour. There is a mega show of strength by the Aam Aadmi Party on the streets of Delhi city today. A very good afternoon. This is India Today. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's tell you what the top stories this Monday afternoon are. After a mega show of strength on streets of Delhi, Deputy Chief Minister Sisodia appears before the CBI in the Liquorgate case. India Today accesses the CBI questionnaire. Sisodia to be grilled on links to accused businessmen and profit cuts.
अब ये मुझे जेल भेजने के लिए तैयारी कर रहे हैं, तो मैं जेल जाने के लिए भी तैयार हूं। मुझे डर नहीं है, बल्कि मुझे गर्व है इस बात पे कि देश के लिए कुछ कर दिखाने का मौका है।
BJP hits out at Sisodia, calls their rally from AAP office to CBI as a march of corruption to save both Kejriwal and his deputy.
ने और केजरीवाल जी ने मिलकर करोड़ों रुपए का घपला किया है, मोटा माल कमाया है।
Well, it's D-Day in the Congress presidential poll saga as voting kicks off to decide if Kharge or Tharoor will lead the party. Sonia Gandhi casts vote in Delhi, tells India Today that this is a historic moment for the Congress.
Ma'am, are you happy?
I've been waiting for a long time for this case.
Ma'am, are you happy?
I've been waiting for a long time for this case.
Ramdev launches alcohol and drug-free campaign, claims Bollywood is drowned in drugs. Says Shah Rukh Khan's son was jailed after found with drugs. Salman Khan also is consuming drugs.
Shah Rukh Khan का बच्चा ड्रग भी ले रहा था, सलमान ड्रग लेता है, आमिर का पता नहीं, न जाने कितने बड़े-बड़े जिनको फिल्म स्टार बोलते हैं, और एक्ट्रेस का तो भगवान ही मालिक है, चारों तरफ ड्रग्स।
Narendra Modi inaugurates two-day event. Prime Minister Kisan Samman Sammelan 2022 releases 16,000 crores as the 12th installment through direct benefit transfer under the Prime Minister Kisan scheme. Delhi Commission for Women Chief Swati Maliwal takes note of Miranda House shocker where girl students were allegedly harassed by men who came to attend the Diwali fest. We'll kickstart this edition with some news just coming in. This has got to do with the Andheri's bipol. BJP pulls out its candidate after Raj Thakre dialed Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis paves way for Uddhav Sena's candidates to win by doing so. Ritik is getting us more details on that story. Ritik, what really is going on by pulling out its own candidate? What has the BJP done? I believe this on the insistence of Raj Thakre. Ritik. Okay, we'll just try and go across to Ritik in a moment. But is this then not a walkover for Uddhav Sena's candidate, with Raj Thakre requesting the BJP not to contest the Andheri's bipol? More news coming in. Delhi police to clear off our protesters from the CBI office is what we are learning, where Manish Sisodia is being presently grilled by the Central Bureau of Investigations. There is chaos on the streets of Delhi, given that our supporters are gathered in large numbers, and the Delhi police is all set to clear all of these protesters from the roads leading up to the CBI headquarters in Delhi city. Aishwarya is getting us more details on that story. Aishwarya, I believe that there is chaos as far as the streets of Delhi is concerned, and that's the reason why the police has had to step in. Tell us more.
Well, Sneha, I'll just start with the visuals. There is, and it looks like, we will see some kind of scuffle here between the police and the Aam Aadmi Party supporters. Sanjay Singh, who has been sitting here for quite some time, has now been asked to move. He is not moving. Police personnel present in large numbers. Police personnel are now requesting Sanjay Singh to move, but Sanjay Singh not willing to move, and we could see some scuffle take place in some time from now. The protesters have started shouting, sloganeering. The police personnel there trying to ask Sanjay Singh and his supporters to move from here. Sanjay Singh, however, refusing to move. We could see some scuffle take place between the police personnel. The police personnel are now asking, these people to move. They have given them an ultimatum, Sneha, ultimatum of 5 minutes. They are asking them to move in the next 5 minutes. Otherwise, the women personnel now coming to the fore. Sanjay Singh refusing to move. Sanjay Singh refusing to move. The police personnel there. We are showing you visuals from right outside CBI headquarters, and now the police personnel speaking with Sanjay Singh. He's trying to convince Sanjay Singh to request him and his supporters to move. Sanjay Singh and his supporters not moving, Sneha. We could see some scuffle take place very close to the CBI headquarters, where the Aam Aadmi Party's people are supporting. The buses are ready. The police is readying the buses. We could see the supporters being moved from here in just a couple of minutes. Neha.
Hi, Tamasha there, as Aishwarya is telling us, where the protesters are right outside the CBI headquarters in support of Manish Sisodia. And the Delhi police is trying to clear them from the streets of Delhi. Talk to us about the kind of inconvenience, given that this is a busy junction, Aishwarya.
It is indeed a very busy junction, Sneha, and we are getting you visuals. The women personnel have started moving. The women protesters, the scuffle right here on your screen, Sneha. Protesters not willing to move. Sanjay Singh sitting amongst the protesters, not willing to move. The police personnel now. The scuffle right on your screens. Women personnel have been roped in. The police personnel are now trying to move Sanjay Singh and others. We're seeing the scuffle now. These people are being asked to move from right outside the CBI headquarters. We are getting you visuals from the CBI headquarters. The police personnel now have started dragging Aam Aadmi Party supporters. One supporter being moved into the car. Others are also being moved. They are being dragged rather, Sneha. Supporters are now being dragged from the CBI headquarters. The police personnel trying their level best to clear out the entire area. Manish Sisodia still inside the CBI headquarters. The police personnel there, you see, all in wearing the gear, the black gear that you see. The police department personnel are ready for any kind of scuffle to take place. People are now being moved, Sneha. We are showing you visuals. People are being moved into the buses. These are AAP supporters being dragged from the spot and now being taken into the bus. Sneha.
So they're being detained right now as we speak, Aishwarya, and of course Section 144 has been imposed, which means that more than 5 people can't gather. So this is in violation of Section 144.
Well, Section 144 has been imposed. And Sneha, these are the visuals that we are getting you right outside the CBI headquarters. The buses here. The buses here. The protesters are now being dragged and shoved into these buses. These are Aam Aadmi Party supporters, Sneha, who are refusing to go. But they have been asked. All this entire bus there from that door to women, in fact, are being dragged now, refusing to go inside. Women personnel here refusing to go inside. The police, however, trying their level best to make sure that this entire area is cleared off. We'll also show you the kind of preparations, Sneha. You know, the RAF, the police personnel, the barricading, everything is in place. All this is being done to clear out the area. We'll again show you the visuals of the buses to get you a sense of exactly what's happening on the ground. This is outside the CBI headquarters. These are AAP supporters The police now asking them to move. However, these people, these protesters, not willing to move. Sneha.
Protesters have been asked to move, but they are not moving. They're being detained right now. These pictures are from CBI office, right outside CBI office, and the escalation there on your screens. The face-off will continue given that Delhi police is not under the control of the Delhi government, Aishwarya.
Well, the Delhi police comes under the Home Ministry. The bus now moving, Sneha. The protesters trying their level best to just stick and to not move. The Delhi police, however, they're trying to fill the buses. That is something which is happening at the moment. The supporters are blaming the Bharatiya Janata Party, especially the Delhi police, saying that the Delhi police comes under the Home Ministry, which is why the supporters are now being moved. Manish Sisodia, on the other hand, being grilled by the CBI officials inside the CBI headquarters while the supporters are showing their strength. This entire questionnaire, the questioning of Manish Sisodia has been turned into an event of sorts by the party, and this is a show of strength by the party. The protesters, the bus now moving, Sneha. The protesters have been asked to move. The police now bringing in more protesters. One bus is full. This is the second bus that we are getting you visuals of. The police now moving the remaining protesters, shoving them inside the buses, clearing out the CBI area. Sneha.
Aishwarya getting us all of those details of high commotion and drama right outside the CBI office, where AAP workers have gathered in support of Manish Sisodia, even as the grilling continues. Aishwarya, there is a high sense of anticipation that there could be a possible arrest today, isn't it?
Well, all these things are unofficial and these are rumors at the moment, Sneha. You know, it's not right to speculate what the CBI will do. It's an investigative agency. However, we do understand that the CBI has clearly said that every suspect is being questioned, and at the moment the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, is a suspect. More people being brought in. Sneha, we are getting you visuals of how people are being dragged and taken into these buses. The police is clearing out the area because this also, Sneha, let me tell you, is a VVIP area. So people cannot, come and protest. And also Section 144 has been imposed in the national capital, which prohibits people from gathering in large number. This is the second bus where protesters are being shoved into by the police. The police now trying to drag the protesters, the supporters of the Aam Aadmi Party, trying to clear out the area. I know we'll just try and listen to what the supporters are saying. Support कर रहे हैं आप Manish Sisodia.
Saurabh Bhardwaj has spoken to India Today. Let's go straight to that.
आम आदमी पार्टी के प्रवक्ता सौरभ भारद्वाज हैं हमारे साथ बातचीत करने के लिए। बीजेपी ने सीधे आरोप लगाया है कि मनीष सिसोदिया डर गए हैं।
अरे वो तो डरे तो वो लोग होते हैं जो मुंह छुपा के सीबीआई के हेडक्वार्टर में जाते हैं पूछताछ करने, और डरते तो वो लोग हैं जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष बंगारू लक्ष्मण जी कैमरे में रक्षा सौदा की दलाली करते हुए पकड़े जाते हैं। मनीष सिसोदिया जी तो जीप के ऊपर चढ़ के हजारों कार्यकर्ताओं के बीच जश्न मनाते हुए सीबीआई हेडक्वार्टर गए हैं, और आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग उनको विदाई देने आए और उन्होंने कहा कि हमें मनीष सिसोदिया पे गर्व है कि आज देश की दूसरी आज़ादी की लड़ाई में मनीष सिसोदिया जी की कुर्बानी जो है देश ने मांगी है और मनीष जी वो कुर्बानी देने जा रहे हैं।
अरविंद केजरीवाल ने ये ट्वीट किया कि 8 दिसंबर तक मनीष सिसोदिया को जेल में रखा जाएगा, और वहाँ पर मनीष सिसोदिया प्रचार करने जाने वाले थे, अब वो प्रचार नहीं कर पाएंगे। ये दावा कहाँ से सामने आया?
देखिए, पूरी कवायद जो चल रही है वो गुजरात चुनाव की चल रही है। गुजरात में आम आदमी पार्टी और भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सीधी टक्कर है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी काफ़ी नर्वस है। मनीष सिसोदिया जी गुजरात के अंदर परिवर्तन यात्रा में लगातार अलग अलग उनके जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं उसमें घूम रहे हैं। उनका आगे का शेड्यूल पूरा का पूरा तैयार था। बीजेपी को इसकी पूरी की पूरी सूचना है और इसीलिए जो है उनको अरेस्ट किया गया है। आप देखिएगा, अभी मनीष सिसोदिया जब तक गुजरात के चुनाव नहीं होते तब तक वो जेल में रहेंगे, और जैसे ही गुजरात के चुनाव हो जाएंगे जेल के ताले टूटेंगे, मनीष सिसोदिया छूटेंगे।
लेकिन शराब नीति को लेके जो आरोप लगे हैं उन आरोपों को आप कुछ नहीं मानते? आपको लगता नहीं कि जांच हो गई तो दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाएगा? और जो जांच चल रही है क्या उससे सहमत हैं आप? ईडी और सीबीआई की जो जानकारी में है मामला, और साथ ही वो जो जांच कर रहे हैं।
पंकज जी, जांच की दुहाई वो देता है जो अपोजिशन में होता है। आप केंद्र सरकार में हैं, सीबीआई आपकी, ईडी आपकी, दिल्ली पुलिस आपकी, ईओडब्ल्यू आपका। आप 4 महीने से जांच करा रहे हैं और 4 महीने पहले जो आरोप लगा रहे थे आज भी आप वही आरोप लगा रहे हैं। आपकी तो जांच फेल हो गई भाई। आप आरोप ही कोई ना लगाते रहेंगे इतने महीने तक। अब तो आप सबूत दीजिए। मनीष सिसोदिया जी के घर पे क्या मिला ये बताइए, उनकी कितनी संपत्ति के कागज मिले आप ये बताइए। आप उनके गांव में जाके छापा मारा है, उनके लॉकर आपने देख लिए, उनके जितने जानकार थे सबसे आपने पूछताछ कर ली, आपको कुछ भी तो नहीं मिला। आरोप लगाने का काम अपोजिशन का होता है। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट में बैठ के आप कैसे आरोप लगा सकते हैं? आपको अब सबूत रखने पड़ेंगे जो आपके पास नहीं है, और उस एम्बेरसमेंट से बचने के लिए और गुजरात के इलेक्शन के अंदर आम आदमी पार्टी को कमज़ोर करने के लिए जो है गिरफ्तारी करी जा रही है।
सीबीआई दफ्तर के बाहर धरना भी चल रहा है, धरना जारी रहेगा। धरने के दौरान नारेबाजी हो रही है, गाने गाए जा रहे हैं, तो आपको लगता है कि दबाव बनाने की एक राजनीति अपना रही है आम आदमी पार्टी?
देखिए, बिल्कुल आम आदमी पार्टी का स्पष्ट मानना है कि इसमें कोई धरना प्रदर्शन नहीं है। हमें सीबीआई ईडी से कोई शिकायत नहीं है, हमने पुलिस से कोई कन्फ्रंटेशन नहीं किया। हमारे यहाँ तो जश्न का माहौल था, हमारे यहाँ तो लोग तिरंगा लेके झूम रहे थे, हमारे यहाँ तो देशभक्ति के गाने गाए जा रहे थे। अभी भी जो सीबीआई के दफ्तर के बाहर जो हमारे विधायक और संजय जी बैठे हुए हैं वो तो आज़ादी के गाने।
Ashwarya continues to be with us, getting us those pictures from Delhi city where there is a great deal of commotion. Ashwarya, what do you really see around you? Talk to us about who all have been detained as of now. Several people sitting on a dharna, belligerent, not wanting to move even as the detentions continue.
Well, the detentions continue, Sneha, and there is a lot of struggle that is taking place between the police personnel and the people. The police now trying to move these people. In fact, let me tell you, one of the protesters of Sneha has in fact fainted. One person has fainted here. The police is trying to revive him. One of the protesters, while the police was trying to move Sanjay Singh, he's one of the protesters, he's fainted. At the moment, we are showing you visuals of these people. This person has fainted. He's an AAP supporter. The police is now trying to awaken him. They're trying to make...
कौन सा 44? कुर्ता फाड़ दिया, घसीट रहे हैं। एक सांसद के साथ जुल्म कर रहे हैं लोग, जुल्म कर रहे हैं। पूरी गुजरात की जनता इस बात को देख रही है और इनको जवाब देगी गुजरात के चुनाव में। आज मनीष सिसोदिया को गिरफ्तार करने की जो इनकी साजिश है, इसका जवाब अपने वोट की ताकत से जनता देगी।
संजय जी, जिस तरह से पुलिस का
ये क्या बदतमीजी कर रहे हो?
अरे संजय आप लोग कह रहे थे हम शांतिपूर्वक प्रदर्शन करेंगे।
शांतिपूर्वक?
भैया दुर्गेश भाई बेहोश हो गए।
शांतिपूर्वक ही कर रहे थे, शांतिपूर्वक कर रहे थे प्रदर्शन। प्रदर्शन तो हमारा शांतिक था।
ये कहा जा रहा है धारा 144 है, इसलिए आपको
भाई 144 में रास्ता बंद करके ये लोग कैसे खड़े थे? इतने पुलिस वाले कैसे खड़े थे? वहां कौन सी हिंसा हमने की? कौन से नारेबाजी लगाई? कौन सी कानून व्यवस्था को डिस्टर्ब किया? आप बताइए ना।
जिस तरह से आपको घसीटा गया, महिला का
जो लोग नफरत फैलाते हैं, दंगे फसाद कराते हैं, जो लोग हिंसा फैलाते हैं, उन पे तो कार्रवाई नहीं करते। उन पे कार्रवाई नहीं करते।
दुर्गेश भाई भी बेहोश हो गए भैया जी।
हाँ भाई, फोर्सफुली उन पे कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं।
Sanjay Singh speaking exclusively to India Today is again being picked by the Delhi police jawans. He is making sure that he does not leave the spot. His kurta has been torn and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Delhi police jawans, officials who are now yet again dragging Sanjay Singh, and he is being taken to the bus. Another round of detention. Sanjay Singh being detained by Delhi police. Massive confrontation between AAP workers and Delhi police officials. And before getting detained, Sanjay Singh spoke to India Today, where he's saying that Section 144 does not mean you can disrupt peaceful protests. What did we do? That is the question that Sanjay Singh raised before getting detained. With video journalist Abhishek Bhai, this is Amit Bhardwaj reporting for India Today from Delhi.
Amit Bhardwaj is getting us all of those details. Top leaders, Amit, of the Aam Aadmi Party, Sanjay Singh, is sitting Rajya Sabha MP. They're being detained by the police, and this is only going to escalate even further.
Absolutely right, Sneha. The visuals that we saw at the CBI headquarters right now and the visuals that we were showing to our viewers. You know, Sanjay Singh is one of the senior most leaders of Aam Aadmi Party. He's a sitting Rajya Sabha MP, and the way he was dragged is something to be noticed and something to be seen. You know, his kurta has been torn, and he constantly kept on asking from Delhi police that what is this behavior? How can you use force to detain me? Even if you have to detain me, why are you using force? And we saw that Delhi police officials, including the, ASI rank officials, literally dragging him, using all sorts of force possible. And even right now, I will ask Abhishek to try to chip closer to show you the visuals as to how Sanjay Singh continues his protest. He's refusing to get detained. He's refusing to go inside the bus. And right there in the bus are the other top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party who are speaking to the media. And again, yet again, force being used. Literally, there are attempts to throw him inside the bus somehow. And but the AAP Karyakartas, including MLA Jarnail Singh, is standing right there, holding Sanjay Singh tight so that the Delhi police does not succeed in detaining him. And right there, yet again, Dharna has been resumed by Sanjay Singh, Jarnail Singh, who is MLA from Delhi, and confrontation going on between Delhi police.
ये चार लोग हैं.
Let's cut across to Sanjay Singh, who is speaking with Delhi.
कौन से 144 टूट रही? ये दादागिरी जुर्म की इंतहा कर दिया इन्होंने. हद कर दी जुल्म की हद कर दी है. ऐसे घसीट के महिला कार्यकर्ताओं को मारा जा रहा है. महिला कार्यकर्ताओं को घसीटा जा रहा है. सबकी इज्जत तार कर रही है बीजेपी.
पार्लियामेंट में आपके साथ ऐसा बर्ताव हुआ है, क्या एक्शन लेंगे आप? क्या कंप्लेन करेंगे? आप लोग नहीं मान रहे थे.
144 का क्या उल्लंघन किया? कौन सी शांति भंग की हमने? और यहाँ देखिए 4 लोग हैं. कैसे 144 टूट रही बताओ? नियम की बात कर रहे हो आप, बताओ कैसे टूट रही है?
फोर्स का इस्तेमाल हुआ है, चोट
फोर्स का इस्तेमाल हुआ है.
Just look at the visuals, Sneha, one after other. आप धक्का क्यों दे रहे हैं हमें? धक्का क्यों दे रहे हैं आप अपना काम कीजिए. धक्का क्यों दे रहे हैं? Right there.
All right, drama commotion at right outside the CBI headquarters, where the Aam Aadmi Party is protesting. On your screens, Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party, sitting Rajya Sabha MP, who's on a dharna, and the face-off between the AAP and the BJP in that sense continues. The allegation, of course, is that central agencies are being used by the BJP-led central government, Amit, to settle political scores, and there are more detentions as we see on our screens right now. Aishwarya, what do you really see around you? We see commotion with Sanjay Singh also, with the police making an effort to detain him right now. What more can you tell us?
Sneha, it is Sanjay Singh. Yes, you are. Well, Sneha, this is Sanjay Singh being detained, one of the last people to move from the ground right outside the CBI headquarters. What you see behind me, the visuals are of the police trying their level best. Let me tell you, there are close to 6 to 7 police personnel who are trying to shove Sanjay Singh inside the bus. These are the visuals that we are getting you right outside the CBI headquarters. Sanjay Singh refusing to go. He asked the Delhi police personnel what wrong did AAP supporters and what what was his fault? Why is he being shoved like this? This is the bus where they are trying to take Sanjay Singh. He's, let me tell you, actually the last person to move from the ground. He also questioned the police personnel and said that the police was using brutal force. The bus that you see behind me is the same bus where Sanjay Singh is being taken into. The police personnel now coming down from the bus. The last bus, Sneha, to move from the CBI headquarters, filled with AAP supporters and filled with Sanjay Singh there. Sanjay Singh, you know, speaking while in the bus, while moving, being detained, speaking, sloganeering. This, Sneha, is the last bus to move from outside the CBI headquarters.
All right, the last bus to move there. The drama continues with the police trying to clear them off. Pictures of Sanjay Singh, who's now been detained. He's inside a bus right now, and these are pictures from a few moments ago, the time when Sanjay Singh was detained. Aishwarya continues to be with us. Aishwarya, in fact, the Delhi police's action is keeping in mind the law and order situation and also the kind of inconvenience it would be causing to the people, you know, working in this area, living in this area, commuting, using these roads.
Well, Sneha, you know, if there is one word of the day, the word is inconvenience, because since morning, 8:30, we have seen how AAP supporters in large numbers have been present on the main roads in the national capital. And, you know, even at the moment, the CBI headquarters is in central Delhi. You see that the entire area is filled with Delhi police personnel, who are ready in the riot gear, because they don't want the situation to go out of control. Let me just give you a sense of where I am, Sneha. I am roughly 100 meters away from the CBI headquarters, and the kind of barricading that has been done shows you what the administration at the moment is expecting. We are seeing the Delhi police personnel also present in riot gear. The protesters have been moved, but there is a very real threat of supporters once again gathering near the CBI, because CBI headquarters is where Manish Sisodia is being questioned at the moment. The supporters have been detained. The Delhi police is now keeping a very close tab on the entire area. The area has been cornered off. Now everyone is expecting Manish Sisodia to step out. When he does, will we see the same kind of support he got in the morning? Will he get the same kind of support